Within each and every role player lives this homeless character who wants nothing more than to quiet the heartbeat of every living thing that stands in his way. Today we celebrate this all too familiar character with...
Well now, looky here. It's the Murder Hobo Show.
It's over. I'm good.
Yeah.
But no, he doesn't need to. I mean, this guy doesn't need to learn any more skills or nothing. He's just gonna trot in and hit shit.
Yeah.
I think he might take fleet-footed next time, get into things a little bit quicker. But aside from that,
Like Vey just slips in quietly as usual.
I'll
Under
just
the
slide
radar.
in, eh? Like a fucking virus in the interwebs.
A ninja.
That's
Russian
right.
ninja.
We are. Oh, she just disconnected. She was like, "F you guys,
Oh, yeah,
I'm out of
she
here."
just Hopped on and off.
Yeah. Fuck them
Fuck
guys.
you guys.
I mean, who could blame her, really? To be
Yeah,
honest,
must. Yeah.
to be fair.
I mean, in fact, she's put up with us this long.
Yep.
We gotta wait for Daryl to show up if Daryl is coming, and and Vey to come back, and well, Charles is here. Kind of.
Going on there, Biggie C.
Nothing. I actually had to turn the heater on last night. It's fucking weird.
Turn the heater on. It only went down to 80 degrees last night. So you turn the heat on.
It's gotta chill.
I was at Arizona once. I ain't doing it again. Fuck that. It's too warm for me.
What time of year?
I honestly don't even remember. Any time of year is too hot for me, dude. I'm a fat guy, so it was the damnedest thing though. You'd walk outside, like you sweat your ass off, and it just evaporates like that second. It's like I don't like this.
It's for the birds. It's for the birds.
Had to check out a specific facility. They sent me out to look at to repair some stuff, and I got there. It's the damnedest thing. This fucking old folks home. They still had a sign out the front that says "Check your firearms at the door." I'm like, you're fucking joking. At a long-term care facility, check your firearms at the door. Like, this is a normal thing. I guess there's a lot of World War II pistols and shit floating around. Maybe, I don't know.
All right, Daryl will be on in a minute, he said.
Everyone pick their advance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Charles, are you putting a third point into lame character? See what I did there?
I mean, should at any point in time, should one of us take botany? Maybe we can splice a new appendage on Arnie.
Put an apple put an apple tree twig branch on him or some shit so he grows apples.
Hell yeah, I'll be a cocktail character.
Right?
And then we have our food source. Like it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, eat of my body.
See, there you go. Didn't Jesus say that once?
I don't know. I ate him.
Wow. Pete, I didn't check fucking the MeWe's, but did you see the tabletop whatchamacallit things?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have.
I've not seen them over here. The one I've got is like Dungeon Craft Volume 1, which is like printed similar sort of things, and you cut them out. I've got some of them.
Yeah.
But I've not seen those. But they look quite nice, them.
I'll send you the links for them and shit like that. They're good for throwing down on a flat map and shit like that. You can cut them out with your printer.
Those cling things. Yeah. You know what's good with those too is if you have if you're using the Loki battle mats, the books.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I've got all the Loki stuff.
Yeah, they do their own, but I mean those ones that Gary put up look pretty solid. Plus they got tons of kits. They got 10, 12 different kits.
What are they called? Low key?
Loki battle mats.
Loke.
Yeah, I've got all of them. They're like spiral bound books that will be like flip mats, but they're books, and then you can put them together as well.
Yeah, so I've got one book here. It's great. It's just the standard giant battle mats, and it's like 60 different maps, and you just open up. The part that kind of bites a little bit, but who cares really? It's got a big old spiral right up the middle of your entire map. But I mean, really, for portability and for what it is, the thing's amazing.
Yeah, I take him down to me in life games, and then I can I've got them all, so I just carry the whole bag down, and I can just whop something out and instant mapping it.
You can't beat that many maps for what you pay.
Yeah, no. And it's got like taverns in, and there's a towns one. The latest one was a wilderness one.
Yeah.
So they are pretty handy, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm checking it out right now.
Yeah, they got a great cyberpunk one and a sci-fi one.
It's a husband and wife team that run it. I think he's the artist, and she does all the business stuff behind the scenes.
Just turn my stupid cam off. So,
I mean, really, at the end of the day, how hard is it to print off like
people don't
maps?
have to look at my beautiful face.
Run them through a spiral thing at the home at Staples or something, but
yeah,
but it's time.
I don't have that kind of ambition in my life. Yeah, no, they're really good. I like those.
Prepare for adventure. Very interesting. All right, back to the actual play. Oh, poor Vey is having internet issues by the looks of it.
God damn it, Vey. It's the Crocs eating your cables.
Right? Yeah. Like, get it together, lady.
I tell you what, she's got a wicked sense of humour, isn't she?
Some
of the stuff she says on that MeWe, hilarious.
She's a bit of a fucking lunatic, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Has to be the game with this, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. You guys ain't right, so.
Charles, have you got a headset on or speakers or something?
I've got a headset on. Let me check to see what the input is.
Yeah, because I'm about to blast you with some music. If you right-click on ZMS, the Murder Hobo Show audio guy, you can adjust the audio that way. I'm going to play some music. There, I'll turn that sucker off. He's actually kind of loud on my end, but I got him at 100% right now. I'm going to kick him down to about 50 myself.
I put him to 69.
There you go. I'm not going to play music through it, but I am going to do shit like showing the boys the flamethrower.
Well, but do you have the burning children sound for that?
Yeah. Well, squealing pigs is usually good. That's what they sound like, burning children.
That's what they smell
right.
like, too. Should I actually put a point in shooting, or do I care at this point?
No, but if we've got time before we go on the next adventure, let's Gordo there maybe to set up just a bucket of javelins, and then this is going to be good. You can't shoot fuck all, because I've depended on it, but you just throw like a motherfucker. Start javelin shit off the back of the bus.
Back of the bus. Back of the bus, Gordon.
Or in his cart there.
Have you been playing with any more of your 3D maps then, have you, Gary?
What's that?
Been playing with any more of your 3D on Blender and what have you?
I haven't. No, I haven't really, because I've sort of for my own personal use, they're only good in certain situations, like doing landscape. Do you know what I mean? Like mountains or valleys or hills and stuff like that. But when it comes to the more detailed stuff, I feel it's better to go the other way, where I can just stack everything. It kind of makes a bit of a difference, but.
At least you got options now, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's much easier to do it the other way and just pop everything into one piece, but it's not without its own problems. Having the minis float on top of the model and then having to hit the sync button and shit like that's kind of a bit of a pain in the ass. Right-clicking on the model makes it unlock, so the whole fucking table instead of just one piece goes flying. But there's workarounds for that. You can set it up so that you can, you type in a little bit of a code that's basically, the code is like on load, set, it's something along the lines, I just copy and paste it, but it's like set interact and then equals false, and that's all you put. So nobody can interact it. That's why this blue piece on the table in this room, you can right click on it, it pops up with the camera. It doesn't pop up with customize or deal or any of that kind of shit. Unfortunately, I
it'd be
don't.
another- It's just another tool for the toolbox, then, right? It's got its merits. And
Yep,
got its uses when you need it.
that is exactly right.
I've lost my
Poor Vay.
Oh, that's good. That's good. She's in the.
I thought it was one of your Asian kids then. It's going to be one of them days, isn't it? He's going to play with all his toys.
Yeah, it's nice to be on the internet and have toys to play with. That's my favorite part. There's some good ones on here. Oh, I didn't realize I was on. Like this one, for example. Gas mask.
That definitely sounds like you lusting over some woman, that does.
How dare you?
Basement.
How dare you? Ooh, eerie tone. Here we go.
I mean, it's not wrong though.
Rain on shelter.
I tell you.
All right, well, we'll set that off to the side for now. We got this thing up and running, and oh, you know what? You know what else I realized, which is a cool feature. Unfortunately, people are late today, so have you guys seen the? I'll bust out the deck of cards. Here's the deck of cards. I don't know if you guys can do this because I have limitations on what you can do, but if you right-click on the deck, there's a feature that says Deal, and if you hover over Deal, it brings up this wheel of color, and in the center is black. If I hover over black, it says Deal to All. Cool, you guys can do it. Check this out. So if I reset the deck, and you do that again, if you just go to Deal, it'll deal to all seated players, which means it's only going to deal, and instead of clicking on the colored wheel, it'll only draw to people that are actually present at the table, so it should only deal 3 cards. You just right-click and you hit Deal, and it just throws three cards out to you guys. I don't actually have to use the color wheel. Huh?
Cool.
Yeah, that's a neat feature, man, that I just figured out.
Neat.
It's only been 3 years of me playing this game, right? I just started.
I remember the first time I used Tabletop Simulator too.
Right? I remember the first time I read a thing.
Are you kidding? That's a weekly experience for me, or bi-weekly. Fuck.
Reading or taking it
Morning,
down?
everyone. No, actually, dog and cat kind of chased each other around. Litter box got upended. I would have been on time, but I had to clean
Wow.
up kitty litter all over the fucking floor. It was like chaos.
Unlike me, I was cleaning up my own shit. You were cleaning up somebody else's.
Fucking right. Oh my god. Anyways.
Hello.
Here she comes. Here she comes. Is she back? Is she?
My
Do you
name
think
is.
she's wound up her elastic band?
Hello, my name is Gary, and I'm a pants pooper. It's been 3 weeks since I last pooped my pants.
No, don't lie.
Okay, we'll see if this works.
Yeah, she's back.
What are you trying to do there, lady?
I think maybe I had a bad cable.
You had a bad cable.
Had a
That's what
bad
Gary was
cable.
talking about.
Did you pull some wire, or how'd you fix it?
No, they go bad after a while. I had to
Oh,
replace it.
like a wire sort of deteriorated, kind of a thing.
The humidity
Hmm.
messes up the connectors.
Unfortunately, laying cable means something completely different for Gary.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Pretty sure pulling wire means the same thing in every language.
Not
Vay's-
sure.
In Vay's case, she had to clip the nub or something like that. I'm sure there's a wire pulling joke in there for ladies as well.
Damn that moisture.
I don't know, wait for
Oh, man.
Daryl to get
Don't worry,
in.
Don't worry, as they get older, the moisture dries up.
All right, so I'm going to deal some cards.
Nothing draws up here.
Blue, blue. There's 2 adventure cards. You guys can figure that shiz out. Vey is still a 3 Benny lady.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Each player draws a card from the adventure deck and may play an additional card this session. Sometime soon, the party is subject to a strong and dangerous attack from enemies or creatures out for blood. Oh, that's neat.
We all get that?
Yeah, if I bust this out,
Ooh.
right? So we'll all get an additional card. We can play a second card, but then at some point in time, we're going to get fucked.
Absolutely.
So I mean, hey, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, right? Let's settle this. Play the beginning of a combat round with no jokers. No character can soak wounds until a joker is drawn. Ooh, that sounds terrible.
Let's see what I got here. So we got 2 cards. I want to see this.
Some of these cards sounds like it's for the GM.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, love interest. Yay.
It's weird. It's weird how my fucking bennies look like they're falling into the table over here. I wonder if that's my bennies or if that's the table. Yeah, it's my bennies.
I'm gonna have to cut out around 12:15. I have actually a doctor's appointment at 12:50 on a Sunday. It got rescheduled to today. I don't know how that happened, but anyways, fuckers.
Sunday appointments are so weird.
It's exactly, especially doctor. They never want to work weekends, but apparently she had a conflict coming up in 3 weeks, so she's scheduled today. I'm like, all right, I'll be there. Whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna let's get after it then.
Yep, let's get this done.
We are going to start our adventure. This is the pyramid. The day after you guys finish your trials, the next morning, a little bit of partying. Everybody can roll me a spirit check. Maybe you guys drank too much, unless some of you are like non-alcoholic and want to go that route, like losers, and not roll for fatigue. A little bit of morning hangoverness. Looks like Daryl's not feeling too well this morning. Well, Daryl's got some wounds still.
Yeah, one day we'll get those all cleared up.
Daryl's rolling wounds and Daryl's rolling fatigues, probably because of the wound. That's fantastic. You know what, Daryl? Just for that, though, bud, I'm going to give you an extra Benny, buddy. Just because you now have fucking 3 wounds and fatigue. Hey, how come you only have...
No, I have no wounds. She healed it last session.
Oh, did she? Who did?
Yeah, with the arcane spike. Hey.
That's right. You got lucky. All right, well, you do not have an extra bennies then, mister.
No, take it back. I played 1 because I'm going to try and see if I can stay on board and stay sober. One moment. Let's see if this works. Did it work? It did not. Come on. Oh, there you go.
All right, Daryl
She
manages...
Zimara managed to keep her wits about her and decides to water down her drinks or pace herself.
All right. Everybody's wakes up feeling a little bit refreshed, a little bit not so under the weather. You had a good party time. Everything was happening. The party was rocking. Vey beat off this weird, creepy guy all night, or 6, I should say. Where's my guy? Here he is. This is my dude right here. He's going to be over here this morning when you guys wake up. He's working on on whatever your hot rod is. Now you notice that for some reason I could not click on this thing and shrink it down. and when I hit F8 on it, it won't bring me up a fucking size. It's the weirdest thing. So this is as small as I could get your truck for some reason. But it does have the new autocannon mounted on the roof that you'll see right there,
Nice.
which is pretty sweet. Yeah, Gary just finishes mounting the autocannon. He's working up on this thing. You guys come out in the morning. He sees Six walking along, and he immediately tussles over towards where she's at, so you can just sort of stand near her like a total creep. And you guys are doing a little bit of your morning stretches, maybe some calisthenics. Maybe you're doing one of those I don't know what you call those things. Like a pre-meeting, like a safety meeting kind of a thing they have at job sites. Maybe you guys aren't doing any of that. I don't even know what the fuck you're doing. Dubakai Jang. Where's Dubakai? Let's unlock old Dubakai. He comes out in the morning, and you guys see him talking to Birch Ranzo. You're packing lunches, doing a thing, because you guys got a mission. You got shit to do today. Today is the day that you have been tasked with... Shit, I don't even remember what your adventure was supposed to be. Fucking DM points. Check. You were supposed to... protect a load of scrap metal to, I thought it was supposed to be the rooftops, but it turned out that it was a different place. It was the drop zone is what you guys rolled, come to think of it. For some reason, I don't have my other notepad of notes. I think wrote it down. Anyways, all right, well, way to fail as a GM. Thank you very much. But that's neither here nor there. Because,
Professional.
right, it's fun for you guys to poke fun at me and be mean and stuff like that. I get it.
That's why you did it, right?
I get it. Because, yeah, I fucked up and I didn't prepare the adventure and I don't remember what we're doing.
Don't worry, we won't mention it anywhere.
Thanks, pal. I appreciate that.
What do you mean? You didn't prepare? My mind's blown.
Wait a second. I do have a thing that I got to set up for you guys too. Now that you're in whatchamacallit. I think it's this one. Okay, so Vey and Daryl, if you right click on the Murder Hobo Show audio guy, I'm going to play some music. It's going to come through probably loud, but if you right click, you can select and change your personal volume to your own comfort level. So I'm going to play that. You guys adjust it, and then we'll get after it.
Okay. All right. So I right click on Murder Hobo, and is it user volume?
Yeah.
I mute.
Mute to Murder Hobo.
Yep. No, not me. On the audio guy.
Either one.
There we go. And I put up the user volume to what I'm comfortable at.
Right. I'm not going to be playing audio in the background, but I am going to be playing audio in the background, but I'm not going to be playing music and shit like that. There might be a little bit of some extra stuff going on here today. Everybody kind of makes their way over towards. Have you guys got a name for your group? Did you decide what your party's going to be called? Your party of blood runners?
The Taint Ticklers.
Wow. Okay. There it is. Daryl calls it.
It's out there.
That's it.
That was a joke, right? Just saying.
So does that mean that the truck is called the Probe? Is that what it is?
Ooh.
Toggles. Let's turn the tooltip on. There we go.
Tickler,
And there's
What's
the Probe.
The movie rovers.
Yep.
What you wanna call it?
It's
Probe and lube.
It's got the great big probe on the front of the roof, securely bolted down. So you guys are making your way out of your little hut. I believe over here is your personal space with your beds and your stuff like that. You've now been given lockers to store some stuff in, and you got your own little private space in here to hang out and store your shit in. A little table. What's on the table? some data chips, some notepads, an ammo case,
Space cocaine,
some books, and some ammo and stuff. A little roof shelter with a garbage can outside, so you guys can go outside and smoke or get high on whatever the blue stuff is that they make here on the planet. And you see Dubakai talking to Django over here. And because nobody has still put their characters on the map, I'm just going to say that you guys are making your way over when Dubakai or Birch Ranzo comes over. And he's like in his cat voice, he starts purring. He's like, oh, good morning. I'm glad you did so well at the trials. Today, you're going to escort a load of scrap to the drop zone. It should be a rather easy and mundane task, but you are low on the totem pole. He purrs a little bit because he's in a good mood. He's a happy fella. And he is Rakishan, so he's Catman, I think, unless Rakishan is the lizard, in which case I totally duffed it. I think I got it. Pete, what is going on over here?
Is he by himself and out of earshot of others?
Out of earshot? Yes. There we go.
So, Birch, how long do we need to keep up this farce?
He kind of looks around. You see his eyes, his cat-like eyes, narrow a little bit as he looks around, like, what's going on? And where's my guy? Here he is, right here. Gary sees you. He comes running over. He's like, "Hey, Birch, what's going on, Birch?" He stands unusually close to you. Love it. Unusually close, yeah.
But as he does, he continues to slide further away.
Oh, really? Why? What's happening?
Because I'm pushing him telekinetically away.
Oh, okay. So he's kind of looking around. He's like, "Whoa, wait, what's going on? Hey, whoa, hey, what? More than 6?" And then he like slowly just keeps
walking away.
Right, he just keeps
personal space.
Yeah, he slowly keeps sliding away until he ends up, however far away you want to push him. Birch kind of looks at you and he kind of gives you like, the shut up kind of look sort of thing with his weird cat eyes, but he's like, this is your opportunity. Birch puts his arm around you, I should say. Let's do that. He's like, walk this way, and because he's getting in close and comfortable and shit like that. But as the two of you make your way over towards the probe, Birch has got his arm around you. He's like, "Good job, kid. Good job." He's pretending to be sort of your mentor and stuff like that. But under his breath, he's like, "Listen, this is where shit's. This is where the rubber meets the road. From here on out is going to be your opportunity to get in." He said, "These guys here, the Blood Runners, they got all the hookups. They know people in all the gangs. Somebody's going to know exactly what it is, or they're going to know some of the people that you're looking for." And these missions that you're going to be running are going to be your opportunity to get in there and find some information and figure out really what's going on. But you're going to have to use these missions for cover. He's like, you got to stay on the down low. If anybody finds out that you guys are 5-0, you're dead. I'm dead. We're all dead. He's like, you just remember your place. Yeah, we're on a prison planet here. For fuck's sakes, what do you think's going to happen? And then he pats you on the head a little bit as you guys sort of make your way over towards the. I'm gonna grab you over towards the probe.
And at that point, Zerma just looks and she says, to the side, she says, "Wonderful. So things are much better. We are on the prison world and we are driving a truck called the Probe. How apropos."
What am I looking for? I'm looking for this one. So as you guys are making your way, or maybe you guys are already at the probe. I don't know, but he walks you over there, 6, and he's like, just keep your nose, keep everything on the down low. These missions that you go out on are going to be your opportunity. It's go time. We're gonna figure this out. And you grab onto the door handle of the probe. You're just about to hoist yourself up into that sucker. When I think I can just do this. I believe I can do this. And I can do this. And oops. And how far away did I push that sucker? Fucking mother. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. I zoomed it like so far back in the map that you guys would never be able to see the stupid thing. There we go. Oh my goodness. Here we go. It's getting better. We're working it.
Oh, back in my day, things used to fall off the table.
Oh my God. 6, you reach for the door handle. As you reach up to the door handle, you hear this noise behind you, and you look up in the sky. You see this streaking trail of light, a huge ball of fire. I think I got to turn my own audio up because maybe I can't even hear him. I don't know if that played right or not. Let's put him up to proper volume and try that again.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Right? What's going on here? Man, I thought everything was cool. This one? Okay.
I think somebody has shit the bed.
This is all new works. All right, here we go. Behind you in the sky, you hear this. Oh, it cuts out when I fucking speak.
I'm hearing some shit back there.
All right, well, hopefully that's it. Apparently, when I speak, it cuts out, so I need to shut up. What you see is this large vessel enter the atmosphere. It starts to break apart at different spots, but it's this huge streak that goes right across the vapor-ridden toxic skies of Irongate. It goes behind some hills miles away, and just sort of you see just dirt and debris, and then eventually you sort of feel like this mild shock wave sort of roll over you. This gust of wind hits you after sort of a couple of minutes of you and Birch just kind of sort of staring at it after it crashed. He looks at you, and you and Birch are kind of looking at each other like, what the fuck was that? And Birch is like, who knows what that was? That could have been anything. That could have been maybe somebody tried to do a planet rescue and the ice house shot him down. He's like, I have no idea.
Planet rescue?
Right, it could have been. Maybe one of them dummies thought they'd land on the surface and pick up somebody here, and they just got shot down. He laughs a little bit, like, stupid dummies. Old Gary here, that you've slowly been teleporting or telekinesising backwards. He's still sliding a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he hasn't figured it out. But you hear Gary yelling from the far end. He's like, hey guys, fellas, come here. And he's pointing at the pyramid. Bueller? Anybody? Bueller?
I'm going to step out so I can see where he's pointing.
Yeah,
exactly.
You see him pointing at the pyramid. And as you're walking towards the pyramid, or you don't even have to be walking. You kind of come out, and he hears you yelling. Everybody fills the streets. They come out, they're looking and pointing, and Gary's pointing at the pyramid. And out from behind the pyramid, you see this man walk. He comes out, makes it to right about here, and he's got this flamethrower kicking. He steps back, flames everywhere. He's shooting at something on this side of the pyramid that you guys can't even see. And there's like this soft glow of a light coming from the far side of the pyramid. This long sort of luminescent strand comes out and sort of digs into his chest, almost as if this pulsating strand of light is grabbing onto his heart. And he collapses to the ground. And then the luminescent tendril just sort of disappears back behind the pyramid.
Okay, the dude came out of the pyramid, and then walked around to the edge, and was shooting at a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
No, so he's shooting at something inside or outside the pyramid. Like when he came out, he was blasting something on the coming out towards him.
Out of
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
There was a.
Yeah, there you go. I see it. The arrow. Gotcha. I'd zoom in.
Ask around if anyone knows that guy.
Oh, look, we got a yellow sphere. Let's put that over there.
Common knowledge. Do we know him? Have we seen him?
He's laying there dead on the ground. You can go check him out if you want.
Yeah.
Well, just so we can keep the train going, let's go check them out.
Yeah, I got my weapons, both weapons out.
Oh man, I forgot to.
Motherfuckers.
Right? Hold on a second here. I think I got a deal.
We know the cues now.
Thanks,
Yeah, I want to
pal.
bring out. Oh shit.
Gary only had to say there was a dead guy there 7 times before we clued in this time. We were doing pretty good. Yeah.
Choo choo.
Toy trains, man.
That
Toy
should
trains.
be our cue, dude. Every single time you need to move on with the plot, you can play that.
Well, there, come on.
Amazing.
There's a dead guy at the end that just came out of a pyramid that you guys have no idea what it's for. How much more of a fucking plot hook do you motherfuckers need? Huh?
Yeah, but we're like, should we go? It was like the fucking Scooby gang. I don't know.
Planet, right? Like,
Yeah,
this is normal
if I
shit.
knew the guy.
This is Prison Planet, man. This is normal. Like, yeah, fucking dead
People
guy
get-
just walked out. All right.
People get jacked all the time. None of my business.
Well, want none, don't start none.
You know, for a minute there, I thought I was in Critical Role. It was so immersive.
Fuck! I hate you guys so much.
Oh, so good, so good. Nah, you know, Gordo, he's bright. He'll go over. He'll check out the body.
All right.
Question. When
Hey,
you said
hey, buddy.
he exited
Hey,
the
buddy.
pyramid,
You okay?
where was it?
All right,
Traffic at Gordon. That was a stump.
Gordo.
I love that.
When he exited the pyramid, where was it that he exited?
He didn't. Well, if you're gonna get a little bit closer, Gordo walks up. You kick this guy a little bit.
Right
maybe
up.
you poke him with your nub. He's laying there dead on the ground. He's got this jetpack flamethrower thing on the back. He's crispy. He's humanoid looking. He's crispy. You could tell he's got some kind of red shirt on him. He's wearing some kind of weird sort of like black boots and stuff like that. And on one side of his face, you see these long, wispy white hairs. But yeah, he's been beat up pretty good. Like he's laying there, he's dead. Half of his face is where his beard was is sort of all singed up on his cheek and shit like that. And he's just this fat looking old guy laying there on the ground, just dead and beat to shit. As you're looking at him, go ahead.
I think Gordo's just going to grab him. He's going to grab him and kind of drag him over to, Bert Rando there and say, "Hey,
Let me take
Hey.
a look at him first.
you guys know this guy?" Because I mean, they'll know the blood runners, other members of the blood runners better than we will. So it could be something we haven't met yet, right? So drag
Yep.
him on over and hey, you know this guy?
Oh, I'm like, why am I fucking seeing cards? I gotcha. Birch comes over with 6. You guys kind of show up at the same time. I'm going to put you right sort of side by side. As you reach down and grab onto this guy's long black boot, start to drag him a little bit. You know, a couple of fingers get left behind. There's blood trails. You're sort of dragging him across the dirt and shit like that. This, guts and shit are kind of spilling out. But you notice in his hand, he has a white piece of paper.
Oh, that didn't burn up. That's good.
Mm-hmm. You think, yes.
Fire
Well-
retarded.
She'll just slowly pull out the paper
Okay.
with gloves or something and just simply hand it to, I guess, Birch, right? It's his guy, so.
You pull this piece of paper out, and it's not fire retardant paper. It is singed. It's like a small, maybe index card sized piece of paper. The ends of which, through his sort of gloved hand that he's got, you pull it out gently and you look at it, and on one side it says passcode, and it clearly says DD PVCC, and then the rest of it is burned off. And you pick it up and you hand it to Birch.
Sorry, DD,
Nope. DDP VCC. And then the last of the card is burned off.
I'll ask you later. People are talking. Okay.
What was the last 2 letters?
I'll type it into chat.
Yeah, please, if you don't mind. Discord chat?
DDPVCC.
Oh, I could just put it right there, right into the chat.
Okay, that's what I got.
DDPVCC. Okay.
Right, and then the last of the little card, whatever was sticking out of the palm of his hand or sticking out the side that he was holding on to. His glove hand sort of protected most of it, but whatever piece was sticking out was burned off. So you're not quite sure what the rest of the code is. It's kind of burnt and singed, but his glove protected the rest of it.
I think the important part of the code are those 2 letters right there, DP.
Double penetration. Oh yeah. You drag this raggedy fat old man sort of towards Birch, and Birch comes up and he looks at it and he's like, "This isn't one of our guys." He kicks him over and he sort of looks at this guy's uniform and sees what he's wearing and shit like that. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know what this is." And then Birch is going to take a step over here and he's going to be like, "Oh," and he points to the pyramid. And from the pyramid, there's an opening with this white luminescent door, slightly thrumming. As he points to it, you kind of clue in that it's kind of humming a little bit. And he's like, "Hey," and he looks at you guys. He's got this look of shock on his face because he has no idea. He's like, "I've never seen this pyramid do anything. These things have been inactive for years." But he's like, "There's a door in the side of this thing that this guy just came through." He's like, "I wonder if this is some kind of alien alien portal or something like that." He's like, I don't know what's going on." But he kind of looks at the lot of you guys.
Oh, we'll go in.
As soon as he says alien, Quack will look at himself in the mirror. "No, it's not me."
Looking at his body, obviously he's been burnt, but does he have any particular scraps of clothing, anything that would suggest he's wearing some sort of, switching back to normal, radiation or some sort of protective gear on him?
He doesn't know. All his shit's all burned up. He's wearing black boots, long, tall black boots. He's wearing red pants that are kind of scuffed and dirty. They've got, I wouldn't say bullet holes, but they've got some kind of like weird circular like cigarette burns in them in weird places. His shirt is half ripped off. It's kind of just half there. He's fat. He's got half a beard on one side and it's white on the other, like long white beard, but most of it's burned off. Whatever hair that he did have on his head kind of looks like it's half singed away too, like he's taken some kind of harsh fire blast to the face and shit like that. But yeah, if you roll him over and you want to do a search on him or something like that, maybe check his pockets or no?
No, well, maybe, but it was more in the lines of just checking before we step in, just to make sure there's no.
I have a Geiger counter. I want to
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly where it's going to see radiation exposure.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's like flamethrower shit going on, burn everybody down. I mean, Gordon's got no problem taking the lead, but give him something to shield himself when he walks through the door.
Yep. Okay. So yeah,
like a truck door or something.
Yeah. You don't detect any radiation on this guy whatsoever. Nothing's coming from the pyramid door. Nothing along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps an ID card? Yes, a sort of key or access card.
You going to search his body?
I will attempt to do so briefly.
Okay. Well, it doesn't take too much. You reach in.
This girl gets 3 wounds.
Yeah, you reach into his pocket a little bit, and immediately when you reach into his pocket, you feel something hard.
Okay, I shall leave that there, and yes, rigor mortis has set in. Okay.
John Steve, shouldn't you be at church, mister? He's in the chat room at 7:40. He was in the. Hopefully, he's left by now. Yeah. So, you reach into the dead guy's pocket. Yeah. Sometimes people show up and take a peek and see.
Hey,
maybe.
Wow. Time zones.
Right. So you reach into his pocket, Ziamara, and you immediately feel something hard in his pocket, kind of like it's got a sort of a corner on it. It's sharp, not pointy sharp, but it's small, square, and it's in his front pocket.
If it is not part of his anatomy, which I think it may be, I will remove it and take a look.
All right, and you pull
it out, whatever it is.
This small pocket-sized book. On the front of it, it says the words naughty and nice.
Oh,
no.
Okay. So Santa just got killed. That's great.
What? How dare you?
Santa Claus just got annihilated.
Crispy whiskers and he's fat.
Exactly, huh? You, sir, are a bastard.
Yeah.
Sweet, this is our Christmas game. I love it. It's going.
Pyramid.
Yeah, this book is in sort of not really pristine condition. It's kind of taken a bit of damage, but it's all the pages are eligible. As you rifle through them, like I am wont to make you do, you start flipping through the pages, and it's just got a list on one side. It's just names, yeah. And you get to the very last page of the book, the very last entry. It says Gordon, nice. It says Cockwalk, nice. It says Ziamara, nice. It says Arnie, nice. And then it says 6, naughty. Dash.
Yes.
Yeah. Naughty.
How did he know?
Dash baby. God damn it. Dash baby killer.
There's no this planet.
I tend to object to this. She is not naughty. She has saved my life. Therefore, she is nice.
Yeah, so your names are all listed as the very last entries, except for 6. She's in the naughty column with a little hyphen that says baby killer on it.
When did you kill a baby in game? I don't remember this.
No, I didn't. It's a rumor that someone's spreading. Probably that Gary guy.
Yeah. Anybody named Gary, you cannot trust them.
Gary comes over and you look, suddenly 6, you turn around and Gary's creepily standing right behind you again. He's like, hey, what? My name's Gary. You guys can trust me. I'll be your friends.
Personal space, monsieur. Personal space. Distance.
He slowly starts to get...
Gary, who's this guy here?
Right.
This guy?
Oh, the guy on the ground, the dead guy? He's like,
The dead guy.
I ain't never seen him before either. I don't know, but he looks like he got worked. He looks like he got greased up, maybe by them toxic gangers. Looks like he's got a bit of radiation burns, you know what I mean? Gary's kind of peeking over at him. He's like, weird, because your Geiger counter says he ain't radiated, but look at those marks on there. He looks like he's been burned up, shot up, pissed on, farted on. This poor guy, he's been run through the ringer, know what I mean? That's some people's kink. And he kind of gives you a little elbow in the ribs, and then again, he's like slowly like gets telekinesis away. It's like, I don't know what's going on here, but every time
there was a glowing tentacle that went into his chest. You ever seen that?
Like, well, that would have done it. Glowing tentacles probably would. He points at the cigarette burns. He's like, probably how I got that there cigarette burn right there, and he points at his leg as he slowly slides by the guy. He's like, oh, sorry about that, mister. Whoa, shit, almost fell over there. And Gary ends up over here. He's like, hey, what? And he points over at this door in the pyramid. He's like, damn. He's like, somebody's going to have to go through there and take a peek, see what's on their side, know what I mean?
All right, go ahead. Let us know what you see.
He looks for, maybe he puffs up his chest a little bit. He's like, I'll show you what I'm made of. And Gary walks over and enters the pyramid door. And
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Yes, that did not sound ominous at all.
Right? I was kind of hoping for something more along the lines of it's called Scream Hits.
Jesus.
Hey, did you hear that one? Gary disappears into the portal. As he goes through, he's like, The last words you hear Gary say before he disappears are, "Oh my God, there's a spaceship here." And then that's it.
Oh, I thought he was going to say it was full of stars.
Well, I don't know about you, but I smell barbecue and I'm getting hungry. And she just kind of kicks the corpse and just starts wandering over to the door of the pyramid to examine it.
By this time, Dubakai and his little gang of merry men, I'm just going to drag over Dubakai. He's come over and he's looked at the situation here. He's like, listen, unfortunately, you guys being the low men on the totem pole around here, being that you just sort of got yourself initiated to the good old gang, and everybody else is already up and on their runs, and, as you can tell, ain't nobody here but Gary, and he looks right, Gary? Where'd Gary go? Damn it, that guy's always around here. Every time I turn around, he's behind me. It's weirdest, creepiest fucking weird dude. I don't see him. Anyways, listen. I don't know what's going on here, but we got a dead guy situation. This portal ain't been active in the 5 years, 10 years that I've been on this prison planet. I ain't seen nothing happening, and all of a sudden we got a door, and I ain't got nobody, none of my higher-ups, none of my high-ranked crews here. They're all out doing deliverance jobs, assassinations. I didn't say that. Pardon me, I meant something else. Excuse me. It's like, unfortunately, I ain't got nobody else to go through this portal and check out what's on the other side. So I'm going to leave that up to you. And, you report back when you're done. And he slowly, Yeah, what?
Who is this guy here? The jolly guy on the ground.
He looks down at him and he's like, man, I don't know. But, how the fuck did he get up there? I'm going to have to fix the model for that thing. All of a sudden, he's up on top of the pyramid.
The pyramid's dangerous. You have to be careful.
Right? He's like, you see me levitate there? All of a sudden, I got psychotic telekinesis powers and stuffs. He looks at this dead guy laying on the ground. He's like, I don't know who that guy is, but he looks like he got done messed up. He looks at him for a second. He's like, you know what? He goes, there's something odd about this guy. He looks like on some planets they tell tale of a guy that comes around, a certain time of the year and drops off presents for the kids, wearing those long black boots and that white wispy beard. He goes, but those are just kids. Yeah, well, there ain't no kids on this planet.
Not anymore.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
Funny because they burned.
As you say that, he's like, what do you know about that there? He says, we had a stash of little kids in a bar over at the junkyard. They all got burned up.
I haven't seen any kids since being here.
I've lost my darling.
It's like, man, do you hear that? I've been hearing these weird things every once in a while. These like little phantom girls and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, he points at the kind of ground. So I have never seen him before. I don't know who he is, but sure does look like this guy they called Jolly Old Saint Nick or something like that. I don't know. It's some kind of Earth and Wise Tale thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know if we're in that universe. You know what I mean?
I believe it is Jolly Saint Dick. You have it completely wrong.
It could be. I don't know. These are just tales that some weird alien species tell us every once in a while. Anyways, listen, you guys get on in there. I got work for you to do. So who's going through first?
I can't approach. Sorry. As close as I could get.
Who's going through? What's happening here, kids?
I'm going to equip myself over going through. If we're going through here, I suggest we make sure we are adequately equipped.
What's the weather like?
Dubakai, he looks at the at Old Saint Nick. He's like, ain't nobody going to take that flamethrower? I don't know why all my guys are hillbillies all of a sudden. I got talking like Gary, the fucking hillbilly mechanic, and now everybody is.
I couldn't even carry it.
What's the strength requirement to carry it? There may be something for Gordon.
Let's fucking see. Control F, flame.
Gordon will toast his own foot with it.
What is the hand requirement?
Let's see if I can find flamethrower in here somewhere. What are we at? 99. Where's gear? Heavy flamethrowers. Nope, those are vehicular ones. We don't want those. Flamethrowers propel incendiary liquid or gas to their targets. They are heavy weapons. Use the cone template and may be evaded. Armor protects normally, but flammable targets may catch fire. Flamethrower is cone template, 3d6, no AP. Rate of fire 1. This thing has 8 shots left in it with a minimum strength requirement of D8.
Okay, that it makes me. I cannot do that. There will have to be someone else.
Gordo, flamethrower.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Hey, throw it on the pack mule.
I was gonna say, put it right in the rear end of Gordo every time the tail comes up.
Well done, Gordon. Can use this.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. If you guys want to give me the rundown, the quick tutorial, I mean.
Pointing at the far end towards the enemy.
This is a nozzle. You make sure that is facing the enemy, and you see that little button there. You press it, and big fire comes out. Barbecue. Very simple.
Barbecue. Low tech. What does your low tech do?
Merde.
Oh, it's yeah, he just has an issue with low tech.
Sci-fi companion.
What does that say? Mild mannered.
Page 11. Low tech. Oh, it just says that you come from a low tech world.
Yeah, it was nothing really special.
Yeah, this makes using computers and other devices of an unknown.
I'm just trying to get him to stay away from anything that's technological.
Yep.
But I guess point and shoot shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, there's really not much to this. This isn't considered a technology gadget. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, had it been like a high yield like laser beam or something, maybe, but not so much this, I guess.
Yeah. All right, who's going through the portal first?
Oh, Gordo's fucking already in, dude.
All right, sweet. You disappear into the portal. As you portal in, Gordo. This weird demonic voice rustles through your mind as you disappear into this. Who's going next?
Go.
All right. Super creepy. I love it. Anyways, yeah, one by one as you guys make your way through, you hear different sort of weird demonic voices in your head. Yeah. Everybody take your characters off the map. And eventually, one by one. Oh, your character should actually stay on the map.
Holy crap, you built all over us.
Oh, had a mini. Where'd he go?
I put him back on my sheet.
Right.
I am not
there. There's some guys.
This does not look like Kansas anymore.
There.
Oh no, it's a Hank ship.
No.
Yes, it is, yeah.
You guys can put yourself down here on the map by the other pyramid. One by one, you come through. I guess we're going to have to do a little bit of a size adjustment on some of you guys because you're a little bit too big.
Scale's locked for us. At least it's for me.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. I fell over.
Cockwalk.
I cannot stand up. I'm shrinking.
Let's do this. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the white sphere.
Feature, not a bug peak.
There you go. As the last of you steps through the portal, the pyramid sort of just dissipates. Naughty Six, Gordo, R. Ernie, Ziomera, and Cockwalk. Okay, you guys are all through. The white light blinds you for just a second as you step in through the pyramid. Immediately as you come out, it's very cold. The first thing you notice is cold temperatures. Your eyes sort of clear a little bit, and you're looking at the base of this gigantic snow cap. You can hear servos running and shit like that, you know, weird noises coming from different places, different hums and shit like that. We even got wind outside. Check this out.
You don't need sound effects for wind, do you?
No, I could do that too. There's metal
Breaking
drips.
wind.
Bloop. Discord really fucking sucks because it sure fucking mutes him when I do a thing. All right, well, fuck those noises. So yeah, there's a gigantic fucking spaceship in front of you. You can see the tail end. Behind this gigantic pile of snow, judging by what you guys can see, there would appear to be sort of where the engines are. This thing's crashed at a weird angle into the side of this snowy mountain cap. You haven't seen snow on this desert fucking planet of Irongate, this post-apocalyptic world, since you've been here. As far as you guys know from what you remember from your briefing, you've assumed you've probably teleported miles to the absolute north, up into the sort of the Arctic poles, right? You're not prepared for this cold weather. Gordo, your rhino nipples seriously like bunch up into tight little balls of death and destruction. And that's what you see. It doesn't take long, however. Oh, wait a second, I got to do a thing.
You've done this because you've read my character sheet, haven't you? Because my weakness is cold.
Oh, is that what it is?
My hindrance is weakness cold, yeah.
I don't know if this guy's going to sit on this model, but let's put it right about there. The pyramid disappears, just kind of like was there 1 second and just disappears with a bit of a thud. Kind of as the air rushes back in to fill the space that it was at, your ears kind of like get a little bit of pressure. On top of this pile of snow, you see this long, large, blue, wispy tendril. Kind of looks like it's poking over the top. It's feeling around a little bit. One of the tendrils kind of points sort of in your direction, and then the other tendrils come at you like it's rolling from long tentacle or sort of tendril to tendril, and you can't tell which tendril is an arm or which is a leg. It has this minuscule body, but it's bioluminescent, see-through, and these weird sort of alien-looking tentacles are coming at you. Here it comes. Look, it's even rolling down the hill. Slipped on the ice. It's spinning in circles, and it comes to a stop at the bottom.
It's a feature.
It's a bug, not a feature. A feature, not a bug. Skaboosh. This thing makes it right to about here. Before you notice, there's another one. You can see the luminescent blue light from this thing. I'm just going to lock it right in this position. Let's go to... what are you guys going to do? What's your plan?
Is there two of them?
There is two that you can see from down here.
Oh boy.
Maybe they're elves.
Maybe they're the spirit of elves.
Whoa, spoilers.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the aliens from this ship.
Quack will turn to Gordo and say, does that flamethrower work or what?
Yeah, let's find out.
Let's find out.
I shall take a good 6 to 8 feet sidestep from Gordo, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, you may wanna stand behind me because this thing goes. You're all buggered.
Well, that's where the backpack and the fuel is, so I don't want to stand there.
Exactly. I move laterally far away.
You want me to give that a once over to make sure it's working properly before?
Yeah. So he's gonna give it a good shake because that's what you do with a flamethrower, kind of like an aerosol.
Blow the tip off.
And and then just fire away, just launch.
Sweet. So your flamethrower goes off. I did not read the flamethrower rules that well, but it does say that there's a chance to evade. See evasion on page 100. I'm pretty sure it's just an agility check, but you're going to roll 3d6. This thing goes off in a great big cone template. Page 100. I'll see if I can't scoot up to page 100 and see what the... if an attack can be evaded, the character is aware of it, makes an agility roll at -2. My creature seems to be aware of it. He's going to roll an agility attack at -2. And he fails miserably.
Yeah, it was really shit damage. It was
No,
only like 5.
You only did 4 or 5 points of damage to this thing? What
Yeah,
a
it was
pufster.
terrible. I mean, hey. Gordon's still trying to figure out how to use this thing.
Right. Maybe you shot a little high up in the air. Who knows? You did hit this thing. It doesn't seem to scurry out of the way. It does withdraw. Yeah, it withdraws from the heat a little bit. Like it sort of scurries over here, tries to get out of the way. Its tentacles are sort of going a little quicker now, a little more rapid. One of them sort of pokes up and it starts vibrating a little bit in the air. Like it's doing this sort of like weird kind of repetitive signal. And before you know it, there seems to be a bunch of these things. And you can actually kind of hear them a little bit. Now, through the wind and shit like that, they're making this sort of weird, a little electrostatic signature kind of a thing. This sort of like bzz, bzz. And yeah, I'm going to put a couple of more of these bad boys on the map. And these weird electrical fucking tendrils are coming at you. So let's try this on for size. Deal to all seeded players. Skaboosh. It worked like a charm, except I got to deal to purple because I'm black. Anybody want to spend a Benny for a new card? I have a 4 of hearts.
Merde.
Nope.
I've got to fucking play. I'll play one. What the hell?
All right.
Bennies are for soaking, baby.
Bennies are for soaking. Daryl would like a new card.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What'd you get?
Oh,
is it better or worse?
Got below.
Same.
Okay.
3 cards. 3 hearts.
I think you're gonna. I took a Benny from a different spot. You should have 1 Benny left.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow, you're getting right down to low. You want to spend that last Benny on a new card, Daryl?
Nope.
All right, Ziamara is good. Who's first? Don't make me figure it out.
Gordon's got an ace.
All right, Gordo, what are you doing? These things are coming at you. This thing looks pissed off. It's signaling to something.
To work their way at me. Okay, that's fine. Let's give it another launch of this flamethrower. Like, what do you want me to roll for this? Shooting, maybe, or?
It's going to be. I believe it's shooting. Yes.
Okay, good. That's even better. You guys should have known better. So it's a D4 -2. Fuck yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, that's 7.
And I rolled a 1, so he does not deke out of the way. So 7 is going to be a hit. You're going to roll your 3d6 and see if you can't do some damage to this thing.
I rolled 4. Ignore it. Nope, I rolled 4. Ignore it. I'm going to roll again. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Even better. Fuck yeah, nothing. 8.
8 is enough to break its toughness. It squeals a little bit. Do I have a squeal noise? I wonder if I have a squeal noise. Where's my haunted house on
I'm
the hill?
sure
shit?
you do.
Right?
Well, I guess any clip from Deliverance would.
How's that for fucking creepy? It did not dodge out of the way, so it just sort of sits there. It's one tendril that was up in the air, sort of waving, making this weird back and forth motion in rapid succession. It stops. It sort of recoils a little bit, and my little critter, I will write shaken on it because it is shaken, not stirred. There we go. Oh, I should probably turn the fucking tooltips on. Who goes next?
Me on a 10?
All right, what are you doing?
I'm going to play one of my cards.
Oh.
I'm going to be playing me angry mob. Let's get an angry mob on here.
Let's
figure that one out, sucker.
Oh, fucking
no.
fantastic. Okay, let me do a thing. Let me see what I got here.
Got some pitchforks on and some torches and
The classics.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me.
Here we go. Fucking Pete.
Leave it.
Fucking Pete.
So good.
Here we go. Old Traveler.
Oh,
That guy.
Who you calling old?
And we're going to click on him. And we're going to go 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. And we're going to go Control C. From around the corner here, Pete. Control C. How many was it? 2 per what?
It says a mob of angry locals, about 2 per hero, yeah.
So I got to have 10 of these guys?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Combat future. Do.
smells like an I win button.
I win card.
Oh, where did my guys go to? They're in a fucking weird. You suckers. Shift 3. Here we go. From around the side of this pillar. Oh, hold on a second, because that's on fucking repeat. And we turned that off. From around the side of this pillar, you hear this music speaking out. They're like, "We are the elves of the workshop. We've been under attack, and we're gonna kick ass." And yeah, they come marching through the snow. They come around the corner, and you have an angry mob of fucking small elf-looking people.
Little elves.
Dude, they got fucking their little green suits on and these weird cone-shaped hats that you've never seen with these white balls on the end. And they just come marching around the corner like a full-on fucking army. They're like, "You fucked up the workshop, and you're gonna pay. Putting you on the naughty list all day." Look at that, huh? Fucking, there's some superior DM powers. Making up a song on the spot. And yeah, they come marching around the corner. They have in their hands these little wooden sticks. Some of them look like, like little blasters, and some just look like clubs and shit like that. The occasional one fires up into what looks like a light sword. Yeah. 2 of the elves, however, they sort of get into a little bit of a battle. They're like, "Hee hee hee!" And then one of them looks at the other one and is like, "Hey, dummy, we're supposed to be here to kill these stupid frickin' aliens that are aboard the ship." And they're like, "Oh yeah, sorry about that." And then they just all converge on this and one that's in the immediate vicinity right here. And these little wooden sticks that they have just fucking pulverize this thing into oblivion. They start smacking it with these long wooden sticks. Parts of the fibrous blue tentacles phase out and just sort of dissipate into the atmosphere as this thing just slowly gets smaller and smaller until it just sort of disappears into a puff. And yeah, you've got these elves sitting here looking at you like, "Who are you guys? What brings you to the workshop?" And he kind of points at the ship a little bit. "Hello?"
And Quack will turn around and point to the pyramid that's no longer there. Oh.
Yeah. Seems like a weird place for... And he looks at you. He's like, "Are you a plant?"
He puts a Gordo. No, he's a plant.
Oh, we don't get it. What?
Vegetable.
He looks at you for a second. Are you a human? No, you're not Callian. What are you again? I forgot your fucking race, Vay.
Oh, I'm Saren.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, "Oh, we know who you are." And he kind of points at you. He's like, "We've seen your people before. We don't visit your planet, but That's because usually you guys are naughty. And then he looks at you for a second, and you see him pull this little notepad out of his pocket, and he's like, doot, 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 doot. He's like, oh, well, that pretty much explains it.
Oh, I'm gonna pull up. Well, actually,
Yeah, and then he
Serens are very much trusted.
he points at he kind of leans over his shoulder and he whispers to the rest of the guys. He's like, watch out for that one, fellas. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I guess we should get to kicking ass and taking names. And then these elves start marching up on top of the workshop. They end up on.
That's his little helpers. I love it.
Yeah, you just from the top, you hear all sorts of noise, man. There's sword fights going on. There's laser blasts.
Yeah. So
like there's a solid battle going on up in the top. And you can hear the odd elf scream a little bit.
yeah, Gordon's gonna take off his glasses there, kind of rub his eyes and go, guys, I think I'm fucked up here because did you see that? Because that was a bunch of little guys came out of nowhere and beat the hell out of that thing.
No, you're good.
Yeah, it tracks.
You're not imagining things.
I'm not imagining this. This has happened. This isn't like, Prison Planet stoned here or anything, right? Like,
No, we are not in Kansas anymore. This is odd.
okay,
Stay,
All right.
stay the course, sailor.
Exactly.
all right. Okay, good. Oof. Here, I thought something was going on. I was fucking relapsing.
She walks over to him and grabs Gordon. She reaches up, grab with her 4 hands, and she puts them on his face. Gordon, focus. We need you in the present.
He's gonna crawl his way up there, I guess.
You can do it, Gordon.
Work our way up.
Okay. You make your way up onto the top of this snowy mound. Right about where you're at, you notice that the snow is kind of turned to mush. This looks to be like the engine area. Steam, an excessive amount of steam is coming off of this area. I think I got some fog, a little bit of a fog cloud that's fog of war. Skaboosh.
Oh, shit.
It's kind of obscuring your vision a little bit with all the steam coming off of these hot engines and shit in this little area. You can still hear the sounds of the blasters and shit like that firing behind. But the one thing that sort of sticks out as you sort of crest the hill and make your way up to the top is the ungodly amount of sort of like this red ichor that is covering the top of the ship. You see there's like blood streaks and blood stains and shit like that, just sort of like everywhere. There's just red ichor is covering the entire top of this vessel. And it looks just like this thing drove into a giant fucking like space worm or some shit. Covered with guts and goop and bits of other shit. And yeah, the elves are out fighting. So what I'm going to do with the elves to give you the perk on that card is they're taking care of most of what's left. By the time the elves finish fighting these weird tentacle things, and they get chewed up, beaten up, eaten to shit or whatever, phased out, burned up, and they're all dead. I'm just going to leave 2 of these little things hidden on the other side of the mist. You can hear it crackling as it sort of makes its way through. It's coming towards you. That's the noise you hear from the other side. Pete, that was Pete. What are you doing? So you played your card.
Yes.
What?
I've just realised now that this ship has crashed into your anus, isn't it? That's what's happened. There's blood and shit everywhere.
Oh my god, that is fucking brutal, Pete. I don't think we could be friends, but
just a little bit of lube next time.
You said you were friends.
Doesn't mean I'm not giving you.
So, Quack's going to try and sort of I'm hesitant to use this word, but you're going to try and penetrate this fog ahead of me.
All right. You slowly walk into it. As you get into it, it's just kind of steam. It's a little bit windy, so every once in a while you'll be able to see some shit like that. If you're going to take a shot or do a thing as you walk through this, it's just going to be, say, -2 from light cover from fog to these weird blue wispy things.
I would like to try and have a claw one of these wispy things if I can.
All right. Yeah, sure. I mean, in that case, there'll be no penalty. You just walk through the fog until you see one. You get up close on it.
What I'm thinking, though, is if I've got my hindrance of cold, I should have a penalty for that because obviously I'm a insecty type. So,
yep.
Do a -2, something like that. Would that seem appropriate?
Yep. Let's do that.
Yep. Okie dokie.
I like that you're making my life easy. And because
I'm making this shit up too.
Hey, there you go.
So
we need to get one of those ugly Christmas sweaters.
Gonna give you another fucking Benny for taking a penalty on this bad boy.
Oh, look at that!
Wow, and he fucking rolls wicked. Okay, so that is going to break its toughness. This ethereal wispy thing has a toughness of 6.
Okay, and my damage will be, now I've got this other thing, it will be it is strength, but it's D6 plus D4, so that'll be D8, D6, and D4 for the damage. Oh, and it keeps going.
Wow.
Damage 29, I think.
Holy shit. Pete, you absolutely annihilate this thing. Your claws, you can narrate how you want to take this thing out, but man, I'm just imagining your pinchers are just clipping at this little thing like you're shredding a fucking plant. You ever see Edward Scissorhands trim a hedge?
Yeah, I was going to say, Edward Scissorhands, that's what I was going to say,
that is full on how you finished off this guy. I'm trying to find him to get him out of here.
It's Cockwalk's personal bonsai bush.
Yeah. A few.
If you want me to trim your bush, I'm the one.
A few rapid snips. You guys, all you can hear is the claws just clattering from the other side. And every time you touch this thing, you snip. It feels like you're not touching anything, like you're actually just sort of snipping through the air. But when you make contact and you snip it, the piece that you've sort of broken away from the main body just sort of dissipates into the atmosphere, just like in a sort of like a gentle kind of. But then you've got sort of the main stalk, and you just clip your way down until this thing's just done. It's toast. Its ethereal partner is not happy, and it's going to make its way over towards you. In fact, you could sort of see it out of the corner of your eye. It squeals a little bit, makes a weird kind of fucking noise, and she's not going to be happy with you. But who's next? Arnie? Arnie's up.
I'm at 7. Okay.
Yeah, 10, 7. It's Arnie, me, 6, and Xiomara.
Okay.
I
guess I'll just get up there and take a shot at the guy. Actually, can I try to identify what the hell it is? Is this something we know about, or something similar?
You wouldn't know exactly what it is, but I mean, just by looking at it, from a brief description, this thing just looks like it's the closest thing that you could think is something that you heard about is this thing called the Possessor, and it's basically they're like pure psychic energy, just beings of pure psychic energy. Actually,
psychic energy with my gun.
Shoot away. Now through the cover of the fog and the steam, from your standpoint, it's going to be at a -4.
Perfect. Shouldn't be a problem.
Suck it, loser.
Yep. I got a negative something.
Oh man, poor you. What's going on here? Yep, that's the sound of your bullets ricocheting off the shell of this spaceship.
Yeah,
Thanks for
a strange sensation of joy that I'm not used to.
Thanks for coming out. Have a Benny, Charles, for your fucking inability to do anything.
You got it up.
I am next. This ball of psychic energy, if I can select the stupid thing, because it is not easy to select. It has a tiny fucking base. There we go. It is going to come through the clouds towards you, Cockwalk. It lashes out at you with one of these long ethereal cables. It does not have a large fighting die, and it is not... you can ignore the wild die roll. It doesn't count, even though it's fucking acing like crazy. It gets the 2. It gets the damage roll because it rolled a d4. And because I'm not a fan of that, I'm going to spend a Benny. See if I can't fucking hit you again. Or not again, but at least once.
Do it.
Yeah, there's a 4. 6. Does 6 beat your parry?
6 is my parry?
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Would you please make me a spirit roll, my dude?
Spirit, okie dokie. Spirit. Oh dear. I think I'm gonna Benny that one. See if I can do a bit better. Come on, baby.
What do you think, Petey? You good with that?
Benny. No, Benny it again. What could possibly go wrong? That's a bit better. I'll stick with that.
Okay, you're going to stick with your 5. I'm going to make an opposed roll and try and beat your 5.
Okay.
And... Oh, fudge! Pete, it was on a 10 and it rolled over to a 4.
C'est dommage.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, it sucks to be you.
C'est triste.
What is going on with my keyboard?
Let me wipe this tear out of my eye.
That's exactly what I said in French, by the way, Pete. From across the pond, minds think alike.
I don't like the way that you guys are laughing at me, mister, so I'm going to spend a Benny. And I'm going to re-roll that. Oh, shit, okay. This tendril comes whipping through the fog cloud, and you can feel it hit you. It sort of hits you in your carapace and around your belly. You can smell the smell of your body burning. I don't know if you would feel those sensations on your chitinous carapace, but yeah, it sort of drills a tendril into you, and you can hear it. Smells of burnt exoskeleton come off you. You don't take any damage from this thing, and then it withdraws its tendril, unable to find a way into your soul. Because I'm pretty sure you're a fucking soulless motherfucker, Pete. But thanks for playing your card. I don't have anybody else but this last guy to attack you guys with. So that's my turn. Xiomara. And then
Xiomara will advance. She has both her submachine lasers, one in each of her primary hands, and in her top left hand she'll have the shield. And she'll try and draw a bead on the one that's attacking Cockwalk.
Okay. Through the fog, -2.
Okay, all right. She'll do 2 single shots, overcharged. Here we go.
Okay.
It's just 1 shot from each rifle. There we go. Oh, yeah. Fun times, baby.
Wow, 15 on the trait roll. That's just 1.
Right.
So let's resolve that. Roll damage for that. That's going to be a hit with a raise plus your overcharge. So what is that, 46?
That's 5d6.
Jesus. $21 points of damage. You vaporized this thing, Daryl. Through the clouds, through the mist. Even Cockwalk is like, what the hell? 1 shot, and this thing is just absolutely frickin' eliminated.
And
F8.
as that happens, all of a sudden you see some from the top of her hair. These black shades come down on her head, and all of a sudden her French accent switch to an Austrian accent. Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh, wow. Nobody knows what you're talking about because you're the only one that gets the reference. Everybody else is from a different fucking planet.
She'll say in Calian, au revoir.
All right. That leaves you guys standing on top of this fog-encrusted spaceship-looking thing, red ichor on the outside. I'm going to have everybody roll for spirit for fatigue from cold. Let me see if I can find out what... I think that falls under environmental.
Let the fuckery begin. If anybody has a soldier edge, this guy allows you a reroll. Just saying.
Fuck hell. That's with my -2, baby.
23. Who the hell was that? That
me.
Pete? Jesus!
On a D6.
a spirit or a vigor?
Yeah, look at it. Cockwalks. He's exuding heat, so everybody just kind of huddles next to him. There's heat emanating from him. It's like a little patch of ice that's melting around him. Everybody get close.
Not 100% sure what your cold-blooded stuff does, but it does say, I just searched the PDF for cold, and it says environmental weakness. Though not truly cold-blooded, Saurians are poorly suited for frigid conditions. They suffer a -4 penalty to resist cold environmental effects and take +4 damage from cold-based attacks. So I don't know if yours is the same.
Oh, in that case, I'll go with that. So
excuse me.
That gives me a net 17 then.
Yeah, you're still well into your deal. Trudging through deep snow for hours on end and facing bitter, biting cold winds can dehydrate and tire a character as quickly as blazing deserts. For every 4 hours spent in weather below freezing, a character must make... Oh, sorry, it's a vigor roll. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Failure means you're going to just get a level of fatigue. Subtract 2 from the victim's roll for every 20 degrees below freezing. This is in Fahrenheit. Why America? Why? So I mean, it's probably minus. Fuck, I don't even know what it would be out here. Well below zero. It's probably -30, right? So let's see, -30. I'm not going to do the math. Fuck that. If you're wearing clothing, subtract 2 if the character has only light clothing. Add +2 for modern winter. Blah 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 blah, and then it just talks about death and recovery. So I'm going to say it's at least a -4 to your roll for being in super cold weather outside.
For everyone, or just
everybody? And if you have a cold hindrance like Pete, it's like -8. But Pete did really well, so he's good.
Oh, well, then I think we all failed. I'm fine. With the exception, Arnie's okay.
So if you didn't make it, you're just going to take a level of fatigue. I will, however, say that you guys are smart enough to figure out that it's probably a little warmer where this fog is, right? The heat of the engine melting and shit like that. The problem is that there's so much liquid vapor in the air that your clothes are going to get wet, so you know it's not a good idea to stay there. When these engines cool down, you're not only going to be wet, but you're going to be outside. So, you know, for a quick reprieve, you could stand in the cold weather or in the steam for a few seconds and be all right, but in the long run, it's going to bite you in the ass. All right, so that said, it is...
Take off all our clothes. Take off all our clothes, lay them out, and I'll heat them up a little bit with the flow torch.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so you're standing on top of... what is going on here? You're standing on top of this goo-covered ship. In the far corner, it looks like something has been written on the far corner of the ship. Blood, ichor everywhere. No visible entryways from the top side from where you're currently standing.
So there's no... Okay, so can we... I don't know. Can we make some sort of a check to see if there's a hidden compartment or access port or something entrance inside?
Yeah, you guys
Somewhere I
want
know
to.
there's nothing.
That seems right up your alley there, Ziamara. You're all like infiltrating and shit, right?
Yeah, so she's gonna kind of scamper along and try and find an access port or an entrance or something, like even a ventilation shaft, anything that they could access inside the ship.
Okay, so you wander off into the biting cold. I'm not even going to make you make a roll for any of it. You come over to this corner right here. Fucking my thing's way down on the ground, but you're just walking across the top of the ship. Through the ichor and the sort of the grossness that's on here. It's the slimy bits and shit like that. You're sort of scouring the side of the ship, looking for an entryway, and you notice there's an entryway here. Now this ship is symmetrical. It looks the same on both sides, so you're assuming there's another one probably on the other side as well. But it looks like there's an access port right down here through this. There's a door here.
Put an arrow. Where is it?
We should split the party.
Right here.
Because I am. Okay, I'll head towards it, and what I'll do is, if I see any of those dead elves, any clothing, any scraps of clothing she can use to put on herself, she will, to try and insulate herself as she's going. Right? Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, there is 10 dead elves up here with their little laser play toys and their wooden clubs and shit like that they have. But yeah,
which basically she's doing, she's grabbing a toque, some mittens, anything. If the jacket's too small, she's kind of thin anyway, so she can grab a jacket. She will, and to have a battery, energy pack for their little toys. Yeah.
They'd be way too small. These little toys that they have don't seem to run on anything that you could plug into your weapon. And but you pick up the laser sword and shit like that, man, and it does turn on in your hand. It's just a little wooden toy that sits in your hand, but you press the button, man. It comes on. You're like, oh, that's awesome. Cool. Press the button.
I'll put that. I'll keep it. Then I'll store that, and I'll head, and I'll let everybody know I found an access port. Once I find it, I will radio over the comms.
Okay.
Everything's powered by the spirit of Christmas.
Yeah, it doesn't shoot snowflakes, man. Like these little toys, they're made out of wood. They're just fucking some kind of weird painted wood. But yeah, you find a blaster on one of them, you pick it up, and you sort of point it off into the atmosphere, and you're like,
I want
wow.
to know what this red stuff is.
All right. Do a notice check, I guess. Have you got something that will allow you to figure out what it is?
No, I just have a Geiger counter, that's it.
Okay, so there's no radiation coming from it. It looks like just sort of like red ectoplasm, red goo, red blood.
My notice is a 7. I guess with the fatigue it's a 6.
Okay, still good enough to pick this stuff up. It seems as if this stuff is. It's kind of like the nearest that you've seen other alien life forms with this kind of, it's blood or life fluids or something like that. Some kind of slimy ectoplasmic life blood shit from, you're not sure where it comes from, but yeah, it seems like it's the blood of some gigantic creature.
Okay, so it's not those creatures we killed.
No, not the ectoplasm things that were up here. Not the little blue light guys. Okay. This is.
They kind of disappeared phantasmally, almost, right?
Right.
And it's all over the ship.
Yeah, you pick it up and you're kind of looking at it and you're like, it really looks like blood, but it looks like slime at the same time. And then when you sort of stand up, I imagine you're standing on the ship and the camera pans back. It's looking at your hand. And as you pan back, you look at the entirety of the ship and you're like, whatever this ship hit must have been fucking just absolutely massive to cover the whole ship. Yeah.
This thing hit one hell of a bug in space.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
All right, Daryl. So you find this door. It's 8:30. Does everybody want to take 5 and take a whiz and do your business?
Okay. More coffee is good.
All right.
Yes, excellent.
I'm going to go do the same thing. I'll hit the B right back. I didn't realize that the time was up and that it was go time. Fantastic. Okay, so does this help if I adjust this? No, it only goes that way. We don't need.
Can't even see my character.
You are there. There you go. All right,
right?
Ziomara. Yeah, the door is essentially going to be. It's in this vicinity somewhere. It doesn't really matter. You're down here. You walk up to this door. It's not hidden by any means. It's sort of part of the ship. On the outside of it, though, you do see there is like a data pad on the outside of it. It's an alphabetical data pad. It's got, not all the letters from A to Z, but it's got just a sort of a mismatch of letters on it and stuff like that.
Okay.
And yeah, the door, there's a button on the bottom of it that you're looking at that, clearly in English says open, enter, kind of a thing.
And I'll see if it's locked or opens normally, or is it the keypad active or not?
Yeah, you start sorry, what did you want to know?
I basically want to see if is it open automatically? Is it or I know it's a keypad, but is it actually active, or has it been destroyed, or is it
I got you. Okay.
Functioning?
Yeah, so you walk up and the door doesn't open automatically, but there is a keypad on the outside of it.
I will attempt to hack it in that case, I guess.
All right, let's do a little bit of this. Okay, you scan the door for half a second. Roll me your little hack and slash kind of a deal.
And I get a -1 on this, so due to exposure. All right, here we go, or exhaustion, I should say, both. It isn't that good. Meld. Okay,
you start pressing some buttons, and all of a sudden you hear this. Boop, 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 boop. Some buttons go off, some noises happen. A little red light starts flashing on the outside of it, and
I might use my last minute to reroll. I'm not sure.
Wow.
Fuck it.
After I just described what happened, you want to go wreck on with a Benny.
No, go ahead.
A blaster comes out and shoots you right in the head, Daryl.
Oh, damn it. Dead. Another one. Dead.
Soak.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yay. So,
little
all right,
portal.
Well, then,
Wait. What are you trying to do?
Nothing. He's trying to hack the door. So he plugged into it, hacked it, failed. There's a little red light that has come on, and you feel like the data port that you've tried to hack into the machine with has just gone dead.
Okay.
We don't need to hack. We have a password.
Did we? Oh, shit, yes. The DD something. I'll try. Fuck it. I'll go to the other access port.
Wait,
This is dead.
Hold on,
Okay.
hold on, everyone. I did not know what this password was until now.
Suspense.
But I think it is the names of the reindeer.
Donner. The
don't know
DD
what you're talking
PVCC. The names of the reindeer.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid.
Very good. Yes,
And then we had-
excellent.
We've destroyed all reindeer on my planet. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like Donner and Blitzen. And then
What's
I
this
guess
reindeer you speak of?
Okay, that's a great idea, but
this is an old nursery rhyme from my planet.
All of those letters are on the keypad.
okay. Well, then I've already tried it. It's shut down. Can I repower it somehow, or restore access to it?
You just can't hack into it.
Then I'll switch to the other port. There's one on the other side. I'll hurry my ass over there and put in the password instead.
Just press the buttons.
Right. Just press the buttons.
Try the buttons. See if it works.
So you press the D, bloop, little green light comes on the D pad. You press it again, bloop, it lights up green. You press the P, bloop, lights up green. Yeah. The V, bloop, lights up green. The C twice, bloop, bloop, green, green. And you press DB, boop, boop. And both of them go green and still nothing happens. Now it seems to be...
Yeah.
R for Rudolph.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you press the
Is
R.
there an R?
There is an R, yes. There absolutely there is an R on this deal here, and
our planet R's for something different.
Right.
On planet Lamoureux, you
Leave
mean?
off the retard.
the door opens.
Ching ching.
All right. I didn't do a bunch of shit, but I am going to remove this, and I'm going to remove the fog, and I'm going to remove... Oh, shit. I hope I'm not deleting stuff off of...
The door is open, gentle.
I died.
Lady.
There you go.
Awesome. He removed that top and Gord just dropped right to the floor. It's fucking cool.
Everybody would be entering this room right here on the outside.
There we go.
I'll just sneak in quickly, Gary, just to do a bit of retcon.
Okay.
Just to get it like stealth in and see if I see anything and let everybody know it's safe.
Yep. You roll some stealth and in you go.
Okay.
Look at him stealthily go inside.
Watch to critical ones or something. I have a thief, but I don't know. This is not considered an urban environment, I'm pretty sure. So that would be a failure. I get a +1 for stealth. Right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, so Ziamara pops in through the door. Don't worry about falling over. The first thing that hits you as you walk through the door and sort of peek around, like as the door opens, you're looking inside of. There's another sort of door behind it. That door is open. Normally, that it would be closed. This is your entryway, your port of entry. This room like vacuums itself off from the outside, that kind of stuff, right? You look to your right, you look to your left, you see these space suits that are there. This is obviously the, if you're in space or whatever, this would be the room you come into, you get dressed, and then everything, atmospheres pressurized and shit like that. But yeah, these suits haven't been opened. There's dead people laying on the ground. These dead people that you're looking at are very small people, just like the elves that were outside. Seems to be a bunch of dead ones. You look through them, you can see they've got the same sort of burn and stuff like that. But these guys on the inside of the ship, they have that red ichor that you see from the outside is on these guys on the inside.
Okay, on the inside. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They have it across their body. All of the dead people, like they have, they're sort of weeping ichor from the inside out of their pores. It's coming out of their mouths.
Shit.
Yeah, it got into them.
I make sure I don't touch it, and I cover my mouth with a rag, or something. And I will tell everybody. What's the temperature inside? Is it warmer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's normal temperature inside. Regular.
Okay, I will. I'll let everybody know. I'll radio out. It is warm in here. There are 3 bodies dead with the ichor coming from the outside in. And there are 4 hazmat suits or space suits. All clear.
Warmer inside, 3 bodies in there? Check.
All right. You guys going to go in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like a turn.
Everybody piles in. Skaboosh. There you go. Charles, what are you what's Arnie gonna do? You walk into this room, you see the spacesuits on either side. They've got burn holes in them in various spots, like there was a battle that happened in here. Small, they're also smaller in stature, so you wouldn't be able to fit in them anyways. But on the ground are these same elves that you saw from outside, and they all have like this red ooze coming out of their pores. It's dripping out of their eyes, coming out of their mouths and shit like that. And they've got the same burn marks all over them. Like there was a big ectoplasmic fight in here, and for these guys didn't make it. Through the door, as you walk in, you can see into this area. There seems to be some kind of a gross toxic fog inside here as well. Like you don't notice it in this small room, but when you look into, like if you were to position yourself and look through Tabletop Simulator into the room, I'm gonna actually print screen that. It looks kind of cool. Except I got to take nice cockwog out of the way. Alt print screen. There is in the distance a green haze that is covering this room. There's some kind of toxic. You don't know if it's toxic. I shouldn't say that it's toxic, but there is a green haze. Now everybody still has their rebreathers on, so it's not affecting you. But yeah, as you peer through the ship, it's like looking into fog. Like the farther you see, the denser it gets, but you don't notice it up close and personal.
Is there a panel here I can access the life support readings?
Not in this room here, no.
Okay.
There is a panel with a couple of buttons. You can tell by looking at them that one would open this door or close this door, and the other one would be, open and closing the door behind you.
Okay. I don't know if we want to close the outside door.
It will close automatically.
Oh, okay.
Right? As soon as you guys enter, it just closes behind you.
Well, do the bodies have any sort of uniform or?
Yeah, just
they
like
have weapons.
Just like the guys outside. Yeah, just like the guys outside. They have these, they have these little wooden toys. Still kind of look like they do the same shit. These guys look like the elves that came outside that helped you. Maybe that was the last battalion kind of a thing. Just happened to come around the corner.
I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
Sure. And they're wearing little cone-shaped hats with little white balls on the end, and they have their little red or in green ornamental suits on and shit like that.
Weird. Well, we should just go in there and figure out what's going on then.
Okay, you walk into that room.
Yep. And to get a better scope of the room, because I couldn't see from back where I was.
Roll me a notice check to notice something weird or odd moving around this room across the way.
Is it supernatural?
I'm not going to tell you anything about it other than the only reason I'm telling you that if you succeed, you will notice a thing in this room, and I will explain it to you. But that's just going to be a matter of whether you roll your bennies or use your bennies or not.
I got a 6.
Okay, in this
if it's
room.
Supernatural though, I got a 6.
Supernatural is in ghosts or.
It's the same. I don't have any.
Oh, okay, dickhead. Yeah, this is what you see through the door across the way. You notice this looks just like the thing that you saw outside with its blue ethereal antennae, but this thing that's in the room over here across the way, it's skittering around in this room and it's doing a thing. You see it walk past the entryway in this room, and it looks very similar with its alien tentacles, except more substantial. This doesn't look ethereal. This looks like it's like a series of octopus tentacles that are black, and it sort of drips little red ichor onto the ground as it sort of moves around. Moves the same way, looks the same, but doesn't look ethereal. This one looks physical.
All right. I will try to hide then.
Okay, you're going to deke and dodge and pop in behind some of these panels here, or these little crates or shit like that.
Yeah. Sorry, just trying to maneuver through. Here.
Okay. Pop in behind there.
Comment that there's another one of those things in here across the way.
All right. So you relay that message back to everybody else. Give me point set of Pete. Oh, excuse me. Make a stealth check.
Hot. I'll keep it.
All right. As you're walking in behind whatever these little sacks of stuff are, what you're hiding behind here seems to be like just a bunch of like great big sacks. They're closed. They're tied up. The best way to explain it would be just to show you what this looks like. But skaboosh, right? They all look like just a bunch of those sort of thrown into a pile here, and there just seems to be like there's probably 50 of them. Empty, piled up. Maybe it's laundry, you're not 100% sure, but it just looks like a giant tied up sack of bags. You jump in behind this pile, you radio back, and in doing so, this tentacle thing sort of just doesn't appear there. It comes out of this room back here, and you can hear it sticking to the floor as it walks along the floor. It comes out.
Nice sticky tentacle action.
Oh yeah, it's full on sticky tentacle. Comes out, walks out through this door, it stops, does that same thing where one of its tentacles go up in the air, and it sort of feels around for what's going on. Daryl has put on a blindfold. Hit B for blindfold. It stops for it stops for a second, feels around a little bit, and then it just kind of tentacles off back into this room. And it disappears. You don't really see where it's gone to.
There's 2 of them.
Well, more.
Yeah, that's what you hear through your helmet radio.
Octopuses or octopi?
Helmet radio times 4. That's all you get. There's a little bit of chatter.
Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose.
Low chatter.
Well, I have line of sight, right? Back to some of them there.
Yeah, that's a weird noise. You do have line of sight on the one that is in this room here. It seems to be doing something with these weird-looking... they look like torpedoes, but you're not 100% sure what they are from here. But this looks like some kind of gun bay back here. You can kind of catch the bottom backside of it, but they look like torpedoes or missiles back in here.
Yeah.
And it is slimy tentacles are sort of wrapped around it, and it's messing with them in some way.
I'm sure it is. Tentacles all over the giant torpedo tube. Got it.
Okay. Very cool.
Let's move up.
Who wants to go next? Where's Gordo? What's Gordo doing?
Oh, Gordo. Let's see here. Well, I mean, he hears these things are in here, so let's just fucking walk right on in. Do. Screw it.
I like your style, Gordo. You're just like dirt. Boop 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 boop.
He's just going there. He's got a big badass flamethrower. He can fucking Ripley these bitches.
What's up?
All right, Gordo's just walked into this room. You enter the middle of the room, and from behind you, this thing comes flying out of this room, makes it right to about here. Me and you are going to go into initiative.
Yeah.
I got to go to the other side, so I will deal you a card. Deal to yellow and deal to purple. Oh, I got a 2.
I got a 9.
All right, your 9 goes first.
Well, if I can see it, deal me in too.
Everybody
can't see it from where you're at, and this is just kind of a surprise round.
Oh,
Gordo walks into the room. Yeah, you turn and look into the room behind you. This alien tentacle comes flying out on its little legs, like it's sort of rolling. Have you guys seen? I think it's called Invasion. It's a new little. It's horrible, man. Actually, to tell you the truth, don't even waste your time watching it. But that's what I imagine these tentacles move like. It's literally a ball in the center, and it shoots its arm out and latches onto something, and then pulls its mass along to it. And as it pulls its mass along, that arm sort of shrinks up, and then it connects itself like, at 8 different points across. It's just like sort of like a ball with long black tentacles that just reach out, retract, and the tentacles aren't there all the time like they are on an octopus. They come and go. It's more of just a black goop that fills, shoots these tentacles out. It covers the doorway up behind you, and it attaches itself in like 4 different spots.
He'll just panic flamethrower the thing.
All right.
That'll be D4 minus 2. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, yeah. So glad I'm not in your zip code.
Yeah.
But you know who is in your zip code? This guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I got sacks. No worries.
Give
Grilled
Gordon
leeks,
flamethrower. That's a good idea.
grilled asparagus,
Sacks.
grilled vegetables.
I don't know if this is quite on the
No
same
mean.
the same scale, but I'm going to say that from where you're at, this thing reaches out a tentacle just as you squeeze the trigger, and it pops, and it pushes it off into the direction of where Arnie's hiding in behind these sacks. Arnie?
Well, Arnie. Nice knowing you.
You are going to make a check. You have almost complete cover at +4 for cover. To avoid the flamethrower.
It's a evade check, yeah.
Agility?
No, it should be agility at +4 to avoid the flamethrower. You're peeking up over, and this is kind of like just a last minute thing. You're like, oh shit.
7.
Seven is going to be a success. You duck down, and these sacks in front of you just like immediately light on fire. I think I got a little. Oh, that's a shit fire.
Oh, that's a yep. That's a shit show. There we go.
This one is actually kind of fucking bright. Let's see if this one is the same. There we go. That's the one. It's even got sound. The sacks are on fire. If you don't get out of here within the next couple of rounds, these fires are going to start doing some damage.
But it's so warm now.
Right, yeah, you're holding out your little plant tentacles in your one little limb, shit like that. This tentacle thing is going to... I keep going the wrong fucking way. Let's see, what is it going to do? This thing, size +2. This beast measures 20 foot long from head to tentacle tip. That's how far out it can reach.
Oh, we get bonuses to hit it. Sweet.
Strength +D4, reach 1 or grapple with a raise on a grapple. I'm going to try and grapple you.
Do it.
It's grappled, the Quadrus does. So I think I just got to roll a fighting check. Reach 1, grapple. So I'm going to roll, what is the strength on this thing? This thing is a strength of, ooh, wow, nice. I don't even want to re-roll. One of these, it's braced itself in this doorway. 3-4 tentacles sort of shooting out of the center, globulous little orb-like gelatinous black-looking thing. And then one gigantic tentacle comes out, lunges towards you, flies right past you, and then retracts back onto itself. Excuse me. From this stage, I will deal in everybody. Right-click, deal to all. I got a king. Anybody want a new card?
I'll keep my ace.
Fuck. I'll keep my 9.
Okay, we're all good. I got a king. 6 got an ace. 6, you're aware of what's going on. You see the fire. You see Gordo almost fucking annihilate Charles with some sweet flame damage. And you see this black tentacle shoot out. Now, you don't see the creature itself because it's around the corner, but you do see this tentacle and Gordon fighting something from inside the room.
Oh. Let me see how far this works.
Feels like time for some tomfuckery here. Get in there. Tell you the flamethrower thing. That's probably wasn't a great idea.
I think you got 6 shots left with that thing.
Oh, you ain't gonna be using it much longer.
All right, so those sacks are on fire. What about Pete there?
I'm not on fire.
Oh, that's Arnie. Arnie's behind the sacks.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it
no, I'm
Arnie?
good.
Okay. Is Arnie okay there?
For now, yep.
Nice. It's toasty. Come over here.
Oh, it's nice and warm. Someone started a fire. That's great. I'm going to... move up here so I am range of everyone, and I want to boost lower fighting skill for everyone.
Ooh, nice.
Did you see the card I gave you?
Wait, you gave me a card?
Yeah, because I can't use it. So if you want to...
Oh,
Love interest?
Plants love no one.
oh, okay. Well, take either one of those if you want it.
I'll just take the top one then. Oh, you gotta give it to me. No worries, give it to me later.
Give it to
All
me
right.
later.
I'll go ahead and use that card now.
Okay, Arcane Inspiration. +2 to activate For the remainder of this encounter. All right, very good. I'm going to steal all of your cards, and just remember you get +2 to everything you're doing.
All right, he wanted one of those cards.
Oh, shit, sorry. I'm coming back. Here we go.
Yeah.
You got her?
Whoa. I don't want that
Brought
one.
up?
No,
Was that the one?
that one. That's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Vay, make your roll, and
Okay, that's with a raise. So everyone can increase their fighting die by 2 die.
2 die types.
Oh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Including Quack Quack and Zamara? Are we in
everyone.
range? Okay, perfect.
Oh,
So-
good stuff.
So adjust your parries and stuff accordingly as well.
Fair enough. Excellent.
That's it for me.
I got a king,
Calculate the points.
so I believe I go next. Then nobody's got a king. Okay, so this little creature over here scooches out to right about here. I don't want to have to fucking lock these things every time, so I'm just going to drop him in the ground like that. He can stay there. You're fighting the one that came out of that room, and one of them appears... Oops, that's not what I wanted. Let's go right-click on Alien Tentacle, copy, and Control-V. Put one there. One comes out of here. One comes out of here. That's their turn for movement. These two guys, this alien tentacle here and this one in front of you here, are going to try their grapple maneuver. Actually, you know what? He's going to fucking shoot forward and he's going to do a bite. Because that's just going to be a fighting roll. That's what I'm thinking.
Who we grabbing? Who we fighting? Sorry.
So the one in the doorway...
Yep.
It lunges out, like it shoots its bulbous body forward. You can see these teeth, these black chitinous teeth appear as its mouth opens up. It comes out and sort of chomps in your general direction, but doesn't latch on. It misses. The one from behind you is going to try and grapple you.
Okay.
I rolled a 9. I gotta check something out here because I did read the grapple rules last night, and I think they're opposed strength.
I think you're right.
Grapple, natural weapons, grappling. Grappling is an opposed roll between the attacker and the defender's athletics. This fucking guy, because he comes from a suede thing, isn't. So I'm just going to give him a D10 in athletics. I'm just going to use his strength and say that it's athletics. So you roll your athletics, beat a 9, or you're going to get yourself grappled.
That's fine. Beat a 9. You know what? Let's Benny one of those anyways. Roll that at you.
Okay,
Try
I'll
one more time.
steal your Benny.
Nah, fuck it.
What was your highest roll? A 5?
Highest roll was a 5.
Okay, so he grapples you with a raise. With a raise on a grapple, the victim is entangled and may only attempt an opposed strength roll each round to escape. Once grappled... Oh, never mind. All right, sweet. Okay, so what you see is this little critter behind you right here, this little alien tentacle. I'm going to scooch him over and put him right on top of you. He latches onto you, full body, full tentacles, all the way around your arms, all the way around you. On my next turn, he automatically does damage. I don't even have to roll for it because he got a raise on his roll.
Right.
Okay.
But on my turn, so I've got a 3. So when my turn comes around, I do get a strength opposed to strength roll, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Cool.
And then everybody else did their movement. He missed with his grapple or with his bite attack. He succeeded with his grapple, and all of the other creatures just did their moves. That's going to be it for my turn. So who goes next? Cockwalk?
I mean, now is it? Cool.
Yep.
So, Quack is coming to room. He's going to do his Edward Scissorhands on this guy here.
Man, I am repeatedly going to the wrong end of the map.
So did they give us +2 dice types for everything, was it?
No, for fighting skill.
The fighting skill. Okay.
So that'll give you a +2 parry as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's +2, not +1. So we go up 2 dice. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. 2.
Okay, so in that case, my fighting skill. Oh, I think I'm going to Benny that.
Oh yeah, give me the bennies.
That's better. So 9 for my attack.
Yep, they have a parry of 5.
Okay.
Toughness of 8.
Okay, coolio. And then I'm on my D. For my damage. Oh, and here we go again.
Wow.
That's a mere 16 this time.
Only 16 points. Well, that's well above its toughness. So yeah, I'm going to let you describe how you literally, again, clip this thing like a fucking Edward Scissorhands.
I'm going to cut him into a bush. Cut him into a nice bush, make him just like an all nice round bush.
As you chop into this thing, Pete, you notice like you're just clipping away on this thing. Its legs and shit like that are falling off on the ground. They just sort of turn into red gelatinous goo on the ground, and it's exactly the same shit that's on the outside of the ship. Some weird ectoplasmic goop. It just turns into a puddle on the ground as you clip it apart, and it turns into goo on the ground. I wonder if I can do this. Oh no, this is a 3D model. This isn't a thing. That cannot flip it over. All right, Pete chops one up. It's laying on the ground. It's toast. It's turned into goop and gross blood redness. That puts it to... Who's next? Cockwalk? Daryl. Ziomara.
Okay, there's one with Gordon, right? And I don't think I can make it out to Gordon's area and one move to attack it with melee.
Yeah, to be clear, you would have to make surgical cuts to get it off of Gordon. And if you try and shoot it, you're going to shoot Gordon.
Okay, okay. Well, in that case, she's going to, as she's moving...
Shoot the hostage.
What sword does she have? That elf sword, what is it considered?
The elf sword? It's just like a little wooden toy sword, but...
I mean, game-wise, like, how does it act? Like it's like an energy sword? Is it like a laser sword or something?
It's like a laser sword, yeah, like an energy sword. Let me check and see. What does the sci-fi companion call it?
Yeah, there you go.
Murder baton.
Okay, move up a bit
Not
more.
lightsaber.
I'll cover. I'll step in front of 6. I have both rifles and my good arms, and I'm shielding the other. And I'm gonna draw a bead. I can't get to anything right now, but I'll do 2 single shots, overcharge on this one over here. If you can see it.
Okay, so it is considered an energy weapon, a weapon with a blade of pure energy or high-frequency vibration. It increases the weapon's damage by 1 die type and grants +4 AP in addition to other special items of the base weapon. Statistically, that's what it does. It's just an energy weapon. They have no minimum strength limitations and count as a heavy weapon.
And if it's like normally a die 6, it does a die 8, basically. It does 1 weapon scale higher, right? 1 dice higher.
Yep.
Correct? Okay. I'll hold on to the 2 rifles for now. Got that in my sheath, whatever. At a waist. And she'll line up 2 single shots, overcharge at the one that's further out. Give me right here. That one there. Okay. So, and they're size 2, right? They're size 2?
Yep.
Okay, so she give 2 single shots. That would give her a +2 to hit. Oh, there we go. go time, baby. That's enough.
So hit with a raise plus your overcharge. That's what, 5d6 again?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah. So that's 22, right?
22 damage.
And it's AP2.
La 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 la. Okie dokie. Army Deco, heat rage, poison disease. This thing has a toughness of 8, and you hit it for 22.
Mm-hmm.
That is 3. All right. Well, sorry, these aren't wild cards. I didn't even have to look that up. This one here is the one that you shot.
I was wondering.
It's not a wild card. I don't need to do raises. This is the one that you shot, Daryl?
Yeah, the one in the center.
Okay, it just vaporizes. Again, leaves a pile of red goop on the ground right around it. Just sort of turns into some weird kind of red gelatinous ectoplasm, falls to the ground. The rest of them all squeal and turn their attention on you.
That's what I figured.
Slip
And
away slowly.
I don't think... let me see here. I don't think I can see the one in the corner over here. I don't know if you can see it.
This
one
guy...
in the doorway, the first.
Yeah, this guy
Or
back
the other
here.
one. Yeah, or here. Man, I need to know how to fucking use arrows in here. The one in the far east, near the doorway.
Okay.
I could say that.
Yep.
All right, I'll take a shot at him as well with the other rifle. Single shot, same deal. So that's a 5. It's just a regular hit. But it is overcharged, so it's 4. 1, 2, 3. So that's 11. AP2.
11 damage, AP2. What did I say the toughness was on this thing? Toughness of 8.
8.
So it's 6 and
You're one point shy of taking it out. It's just going to be shaken.
oh, I do a wound, don't I? Because it's 6.
Yeah,
It's 6 toughness.
It has no armor protection on it, so it doesn't affect it at all.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, didn't think about that. Yeah, right. Okay,
Okay.
he's done.
So this guy would be this alien tentacle. If I could select the stupid guy, is going to be shaken. Put a couple of bullet holes in him, but yeah, he sort of quickly recovers. You got any movement left you want to take?
No, I think I pretty much just eyeballed that. I did 6 and something, 6 and change. I don't think I should move any more than that, right?
I believe so. Should be set up with if you. Oh,
I
I'll
moved
do
right
this.
next to 6. She moved, and I moved next to her.
Yeah, when you pick your guy up, it doesn't for some reason. That's fucking weird.
I will. Anyways, I'm taking a defensive
either.
position. Taking a defensive position in front of 6. She feels like she owes her a debt of gratitude, so she's just putting herself in harm's way.
Okay. Who goes after Daryl?
If everyone else is already done, Gordon's probably last. Right?
I think it's Charles is next. I think
Oh, Charles is up.
I got
Nice.
one.
I think Arnie and then you.
Got it. Perfect. Go.
All right, I feel emboldened by the boost. So I'm gonna go attack the one on Gordo. What do I got? I got a knife. I'm gonna stab it. Sushi.
Yeah, I gotta turn that fucking fire sound off. All right, you're gonna go up and attack this one.
Yep. Pow.
Whammy.
7.
Shit. I was trying to look up a thing for shrieking. Parry of 5. And don't forget you get +2 on that. It's a large size creature.
Oh, sorry. So 9.
Okay. It's. Did I say it was 7? I did say 7, didn't I? Oh, parry of 5, and you hit for a 9. That's going to be a hit with a
I
raise.
got a raise. Sweet. Okay, strength plus D4.
Let's just get the raise one up to D6.
I found Shriek.
Well, that one doesn't count.
Would you
11
fuck that up?
damage. No, the one that exploded didn't count. So it's 11 damage.
11 damage. It has a toughness of 8, so that's enough to shake it, but not enough to
stir it.
To kill it off.
Can I reroll damage then?
If you want to spend a Benny, you can reroll damage.
I just did.
All right, I'll take your Benny.
Ha ha ha!
Oh, get out of town, mister.
12.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, you're. Oh, wait, what are you attacking this thing with?
With a knife.
Just like a regular knife?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you stick it inside of this thing. It screeches a little bit. But as you pull your knife back out, it sort of congeals over. And yeah, it seems just fine. You know that you full on hit this thing really well, but yeah, for some reason you're like, oh shit, the weapon in your hand didn't do any damage to it.
Oh, it needs magic damage.
Which one?
It's immune to plant attacks.
Oh
I
shit!
gotta go.
It's all energy. Well, okay.
It has plot armor.
Okay, gotcha.
Thanks, Faye.
Understood. Thank you, Faye. Loud and clear. Can anybody ask her one quick question? It's tabletop simulator related. Usually I can scroll all the way down to my character sheet by bringing the mouse wheel up and down. It won't go past a certain point. Is there something I'm doing wrong, or do I have to disconnect and reconnect?
Yeah.
And I can't.
I don't know. How close in can you get?
Like I can't, my skills are still tiny. I can't get that close. Like I'm trying to, even if I want to read that sheet that's between me and Quack,
menu,
maybe I should just disconnect.
Configuration. There is a thing under
controls, probably.
Controls or interface or something like that. Maybe graphics.
I'll take a look.
Allows you to, and also too, if you're not 100, just remember you can press Alt. Alt will bring your character sheet right up onto your screen. You just have to mouse over it and press Alt.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Sorry, I'll do that. Didn't want to interrupt. Sorry.
All right, get him, Gordo.
Okay, cool. So he should still be bound, and I just read the grapple bound and all that fun stuff.
Yep.
So what I didn't notice, and I wish I did it last time, is I had the option of using strength instead of agility, but it would have been strength at a -2.
Okay.
So basically, he's got to go in reverse order. So I'm going to use strength at -2, and it's going to be versus whatever you would roll to bound him in order to break free.
Well, I'm going to do the same thing then, because he doesn't have an athletics, because it's from from it, right? So we'll both roll.
So instead of athletics, yeah, because my athletics is shit.
Sure.
My strength, it's
sure.
D12 +1 right now, because so.
Yep. So don't worry about the -2. Let's just roll them straight off, because we'll just both use strength.
Yep. You got it. You got it. Let's see here. I remember the first time I used Tabletop Simulator. Come on. Oh, fuck. All right. Be a dick about it. Where's my dice?
If you don't remember your camera settings, I think it's
not. I had them.
Yeah, Control 1 sets your camera.
Yep.
Excuse me.
So it's a 9.
Okay, so you rolled a 9, and my opposing roll. Good goddamn it! I'm gonna spend a Benny on that. See if I can't do a little bit better. Come on, sucker. Okay. Yeah, Gordo. You stretch. You start stretching and expanding your muscles so hard that you fart.
Buddy.
Yeah, and this
it's a full action though, because he was bound, so that's his whole turn.
All right, so he. I'm gonna let you just sort of move him back a little bit over here. You bust him off. He ends up over in this general direction. And is that it? Everybody's gone? Deal again? No jokers yet so far. Deal to all. I got
a joker.
Holy shit. Okay, so Benny's deal to all. Everybody gets a Benny, excluding me. I got a frickin' 2, so I'm going to spend one of my Critter Bennies on a better card. Just fucking screw the 2. Deal to purple. I got a 10. Okay, I'm good with that. Pete, you have quick or something like that, but you're good with your Joker. Okay, good stuff.
It's a jack, actually.
Or sorry, your Jacker. Yeah, I'm going to flip my cards over. That's a good idea. Vay, don't laugh at me.
Awesome. I will play my card. Inspiration. Player characters add +2 to all trait rolls for the rest of this round.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
I will take
and I got
this
a Joker.
Oh, and hey, Vay, that thing you did there, how long does that last for?
This encounter. Yeah, all right. Oh, it's not this encounter?
No, the boost.
Oh.
That I'm granting everyone lasts 5 rounds.
Gotcha.
Okay, good. So we've already been through 1 round. Perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
Now we're getting a +2.
Too. I did really good.
And now we're getting a +2 because Daryl's card. Perfect. Got it. Let's try to math this out.
Is that just for Daryl or is that for everyone?
No, it says all player characters.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
So for this round, we get a +2 on top of this.
Yeah, and I get the Joker bonus as well. Sweet. So
don't crit fail. Remember that last time that happened?
The I win card.
Pretty much. Which one did it? Okay, you know what? I'm going to shoot this one first. The one I shot before. The one in the far east by the doorway.
Okay.
Here we go.
That's this fella up here.
It's overcharged as well. So that's a 11.
Yeah, hit with a raise.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's 21, 23.
That alien turns into a pile of goop by the front door.
And I'll target this one in front of Gordon. Is it detached now?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, because I knew you threw it or something, and I said I hadn't caught on if it jumped back on yet. Okay, so I'll try it.
It's a step back, I think, basically, is what...
oh, shit, forget that roll. Just ignore this. I clicked too much. Ignore that. Here's a real roll. Sorry about that. Well, crit fail. There you go.
There it is. I want you to shoot Gordon, and I want you to shoot point set of Pete. Why does it say point set of Pete?
Okay. Did I was my dice roll just to make sure? Yeah, it's a 2, so it's just a regular shot, but overcharged. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be bad.
Wait, he's gonna hit 2 people?
No, he's just gonna hit whoever he shoots more at or hits higher is the one that. But I'm gonna make Daryl do it because I'm not doing it. I'm not choosing.
Okay, that's the damage.
So now, your trait roll is 5 plus whatever, right?
No, that's the damage. That's the damage, right?
I don't want you to roll damage. I want you to shoot at Gordon, and I want you to shoot at Charles. So you shot it, and then we'll figure out who you hit, and then we'll roll damage. So 5 on Gordo, and fucking.
There you go.
5, so you hit 5 on both of them. So I'm going to say that it fucking it hits Gordo, ricochets off him, and hits Charles. Roll damage.
Shit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Should you keep the original damage I rolled?
Nope.
Oh, that's not good. Please don't roll it. Shit. Shit. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah. And don't forget the +4. Because I have a Joker, right? That's 20.
All right.
Fuck.
Come on. It's fucking funny at a wound. It's hilarious when it's 35.
Yeah. 35. Sorry, shit.
Huh.
And I have to go to my doctor's appointment. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, guys. Fucking.
Wow,
we're gonna have to perform fucking hippo to plant resuscitation here in a minute.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're gonna use that damage. That is gonna be 31 plus 4. You said?
Yeah.
Okay, so for a combined total of 35. Gordo, what's your toughness? Let's deal with you first.
Don't forget it's AP4.
Oh, my toughness? Yeah, my toughness is 13.
Okay, so your toughness is 9. So you got to do 35 points on 9 toughness because AP4, your armor gets eaten up by his AP.
AP2, sorry. It's AP2, I think.
So it's...
I'm trying to look. Hold on. Fucking thing. Fucking Mac.
So it's AP2. I should still have 11 armor then altogether.
11 armor, yeah.
11 toughness.
Okay, so if it's 11 is your toughness and Daryl hit, so that's going to be 4 raises. You'd be incapacitated. Awesome. 4 raises, but you got a bendy to soak?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I apologize to both of you. This wasn't intended. I have to go right now, so
okay.
This sucks.
At least and that's our vigor, right?
Ziamara kills 2 of her player characters, feels so bad that she runs out the door into the cold and disappears into the night.
That's 5.
She'll try and resuscitate them next round, Gary. All right.
So if 5 soaks one of those wounds, I want another Benny.
5 soaks 1. Okay, I'll steal your other Benny.
Okay.
Where are we at here?
Do better. Nah, stick with the 5, I guess.
Okay, so you have 11 toughness. He hit you for 34. That's going to be 5. So you'd still be incapacitated, or still be.
Then take the last one. Take the last one then. That's fine. Now.
Wasn't there something in Sway that you could only have so many wounds, or so many wounds, or did I imagine that?
No, it's. I talked to Lamoureux about it, and it's full on. You have to soak them all. You are going to have to roll on the incapacitated injury table. So you become incapacitated.
Yep.
Stop going to sleep on the job.
Incapacitated. Let me see if I can't find the full rules for incapacitated because it's a weird fucking deal. You got to make an immediate vigor check, I believe. Man, we don't often get to incapacitated. Okay, so incapacitated
5 minus all my penalties.
If incapacitated by damage or injury, you got to make an immediate vigor roll. Critical failure means you die. Failure on the injury roll on the injury table. Success rolls on the injury table, but your injuries go away. And with a raise, you roll in the injury table and they go away in a day. So you rolled. What did you roll?
Oh, I rolled a 5, but I mean, if I've got 3 wounds because the damage, then it's only 2.
Right. So that is going to be
a fail.
A fail.
It's not a crit fail, but it's a fail.
Yeah. Roll on the injury table. So roll me a d12.
What's the die for that?
2d6. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. Nope, all good. We'll skip that and we'll go. There we go. It's coming. So 4.
4 is in the arm. The victim can no longer use his left or right arm. Roll randomly if not targeted. So odds is going to be right. Evens will be left. First, wild die will count. Wild die odds is left.
Well, they're both odd anyways, so.
Right? So you can no longer use your left arm. And because you failed, the injury is permanent and you're bleeding out.
Awesome.
Wow. Charles?
What's the bleeding out thing?
The injured character is dying and must make a vigor roll at the start of his turn. Failure means he perishes. With a success, he survives and has to roll again on the next turn. So until one of you stabilizes him by using a medical check or something along those lines, it says other characters may stop the victim's bleeding by making a healing roll. This is an action. If successful, the patient is stabilized. Fucking Gordo goes down.
The person that can heal just left the game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but do we really want him to fucking roll heal? Christ, he crit fails everything.
The
only person I've ever seen who's got a fucking Joker and a +2 on top of that and still crit fails. Fucks his whole party over. That's awesome.
Oh,
that's
wait
amazing. 2K because of a fucking crit fail.
Poinsettia Pete, what's your toughness?
Yes, I'm all tough. I'm 7 once you drop that AP on me.
Okay, so with that AP on a 7, so that's still going to put you incapacitated as well. Which means you have 5 wounds.
I have 5.
Yes, and if you don't soak 2 of them,
and that's the old vigor, right?
yeah. Oh, soak 2 of them. Okay, you want to roll another Benny? You good with that?
No.
Okay, so that's going to put you at 3 wounds.
Yeah.
You can thank Daryl for that. Let me steal one of these. Right click, change the state to wounded. Control C. I will move these over to good old Poinsettia Pete, who's in the middle. And Poinsettia Pete has 3 wounds. Oops, I don't want to select the ball. And you are shaken. Wound, wound, wound. Fuck, man. Ricochets right off of fucking Gordo. Knocks him out and does 3 wounds and a shook. Daryl, overcharging his weapon and firing into combat. And then me not being the nice guy. Hey, this is stiff.
Yeah.
States vulnerable, stunned.
You can't nerf things on the Christmas episode. I get it.
Right. And where are you at? You're right there. Poinsettia Pete is there. You go. 3 wounds and a shook. I want to scooch around to the other side, and I want to screen cap this. All right, who's up next?
How bad was all that? Because we still had a +2 on everything from Daryl's card, right? Oh no, that still would have fucking failed me. I was rolling super low. Forget it.
Okay. Who goes next? Pete's?
I mean, that was it. With my Jake.
Okay, now everyone remember, you're inspired by what Ziamara has done.
Yeah, you get a +2.
So, Quack will come across to have a tickle with this one then. Try and do the old Edward Scissorhands bit again. So, that was a D12, was it now? Oh, sorry, wrong dice. Ignore that one.
Sure.
It'll be the next one. Yeah, come on. Next one. Oh, yes, ignore that. It's supposed to be that one. Will a 5 hit?
Sorry, you're chopping it, melee?
Yeah. If not, I'll bang it if it doesn't hit.
1 shoots me back. 2. They have a parry of 5, so that's going to be bang on.
Okay, and then the damage will be D.
Oh, don't forget you get +2 because you're hitting size. So it doesn't make a raise on it, but...
That's 13 damage?
13 damage beats its 8 toughness by 1, so that is enough for you to turn this thing into a gelatinous glob of goop. That is going to be this alien tentacle. Drops out of the race, leaving only this alien tentacle in the back. Right here. After Pete. Who's next?
Looks like you are.
Do you got any movement, Pete? Any of that kind of stuff you want to take to get out of there?
No. I moved into combat, so I'm happy there.
Okay, so that puts me next. Alien Tentacle moves over to about, I want to say, he has a pace of 8, so he moves right to about here. With his reach, F2, nope, F3, where's my ruler? F4, there it is, F4. With his reach, 10, he can reach Pistol Pete. Oh, this is fantastic. He is going to reach out, Shift 1, pull back my camera view. Oh, I was wrong. He doesn't have 8. He only has 4. He does have a 20-foot reach, though, so that's going to be another 3 squares. I think you're safe. I think he just sort of slowly floats towards you, but can't actually reach out. Okay.
Make him run.
Let's do this. I'll roll my running die for an extra 5. So he will get to... Oh, I don't want to choose him. Alien tentacle. Choose the fucking alien tentacle. He's going to get a little bit closer. Within range, anyway. Excuse me. Let's reach out and do a little bit of tentacle smackings. Woo! Strength of 10. Yeah, he's going to roll this at -2. He reaches out for 7. And I'm good with that because I only have 1 exterior Benny left.
Oh yeah, you hit me.
Oh,
No, it's opposed. It's opposed. Yeah. So you got to you got to do all your math, Charles. You got make a strength check.
Are you grappling?
He's trying to grapple you. No, he's trying to grapple.
Strength or athletics?
Your choice.
You can do athletics or strength at -2.
I will do athletics.
And you get a +2.
And I get a -4.
Yep.
I get a -3 because I got the 3 wounds. I got a -4 because I have 1 arm. So that gives me a -4. Minus, what is that? Minus infinity.
And then you get a +2.
And then the +2. So -5.
All right. Fine. You're golden.
You got this.
Yeah. Sweet.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of town, mister.
Nice.
So your total was -5?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, he lashes out. You're not having any of it. By the miracle of Christmas, you're like, this is bullshit. I got my ass kicked. Fucking hot garbage. I'm going to dive into the flames if this thing gets me. And its tentacle just whips right past you and then retracts back into itself. Wow. That's my turn. That's all I can do. I just have the one guy left. Next is 6 with an 8.
Yep. I'm going to move up to Gordon and attempt to stabilize him.
Okay, make a healing
Probably
roll.
using all the bennies that I have.
Yeah, make a healing roll.
Let's see, so that'll negate the -2, so it'll just be a d4 plus 1. So that's 3. I'll
Okay.
spend a Benny, roll again.
All right, I will steal your Benny. You do your business.
Nice.
Oh, there it is. With a raise.
Okay. Excuse me. Gordon stabilizes. I think there's a way that I can grab Gordon. Just grab fucking Gordon. There we go. And I can... Nope. Alt. There he goes. I laid him down. He's stable, but still unconscious. Just not bleeding out anymore.
That was with a raise, though.
So what happens with the raise on your healing roll?
That should be at least 1.
Bleeding out.
So
healing
I get
can...
stabilizing and then 1 wound.
The injury, the character just dying must make a vigor roll. With a success, he survives but must roll again. Failure means he perishes. Success means he rolls again with a raise. He stabilizes and no further. That's just on the bleeding out. So I think how I'm going to call it is because he was bleeding out, you're only rolling to stop him from bleeding out. You're not rolling to heal him. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? So you've stabilized him with a raise. So he's...
All right, yeah, I found some extra things and I stuffed it in his wound to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I'll find out what the legit rule is for that, because that is kind of a healing attempt. But yeah, that's a little. I'm not sure how to roll that, but I'm just going to say because he's
one of One of the elf's hats. I stuck it in there.
He had a really
Listen,
large
if
gaping.
I got to roll a vigor, I'm fine with it. I'll fucking lie there for the rest of the damn session.
You stuff one of these hats. He's got a really gaping wound near his butt where the bullet ricocheted out. So you stuffed this Christmas hat right in his dookie hole, and now he's got a nice little cottontail, just to be festive.
And that's it for me.
Okay, who goes after 6? Gordo, what are you doing?
You need lie there with a fucking 2-cup his ass is what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
There's really not much more you can do. He's stabilized, so I don't need to roll the vigor anymore.
Okay. Right. All right. So yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. You're incapacitated. There really isn't anything that you can do on your runes. You're not bleeding out.
He's just he's bleeding. He's not bleeding out, but as far as I'm concerned, he's just out of the action right now.
Points at a Pete. Roll me some spirit to no vigor for what the fuck is shaking? Spirit shaken?
Spirit.
Roll me some spirit.
With a -3.
Mm-hmm. Is a 2?
+2.
And your inspiration?
Yeah, -3 +2, it's good.
All right, so you unshake.
So we were saying that regular weapons don't affect it?
As near as you can tell, your knife did not affect it.
Yeah, they would need energy or something.
But didn't Quack hit him with his claws or whatever?
Yeah. Fucking thanks for fucking that up for me.
Shoot it then. It's fine.
Oh my god. You know what? I'll give you a Benny for fucking pointing out that I fucked up. Charles, uninvite Charles. Right? Charles is orange. Have a Benny.
Well, I'll stick to it and I'll just say I shoot him then. My laser pistol.
Laser pistol away.
Oh, don't forget to overcharge it and overload it and all that.
9 minus 3 plus 2, so that's 8. So that's a raise.
You're shooting.
Doing parry.
You're shooting parry, which is a 5.
Okay, so just a normal hit then.
All right, roll some damage.
Okay, I'm gonna play this riled up thing where I get +2 damage for every wound I have.
What? Oh, nice. All right, so you're gonna get +3 to your damage. I'll steal both your cards.
You might get +6. It's +2 for every wound.
Wow.
So 13.
Excellent. 13 points of damage is enough to nuke this thing. No, it's enough to shake it. What did I say its toughness was? 8? Toughness of 8, and you rolled 11?
13.
13. Okay, that's enough. That is enough to destroy the last remaining alien tentacle. Now, Gordo is laying dead on the ground. Not dead, incapacitated. He's got He's got a cute little cottontail hanging out of some of his bleeding wounds. Ziamara has run off in shame because she just annihilated 2 of her party players by shooting into combat. And everybody's kind of standing around going, "What the hell? What's up?" You can now, because we're out of combat, roll and see if you want to, or to heal Gordo.
I think everyone should at least give it a shot. So I will attempt to heal Gordon.
Wow, that came across really loud.
I'm going to concentrate
and
try to focus on everyone's skills and make them better at healing. And so I'm going to boost lower all of our healing skills.
Okay.
Sounds promising.
Sweet, with a raise.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't have the skill, you'll still get a D6 +2.
Okay, so you cast that. Everybody feels like they got some sweet healing knowledge going on.
All right. First one I'll try is on Gordon. Okay, so that's an 11. So, well, that's a hit with 2 raises.
Gordo pops up with 1 wound.
All right. And then I will attempt to help out our plant creature.
Naughty 6, turning out to be not so naughty.
Change her heart, doesn't she?
Oh, nice.
Her heart grew 2 sizes that day.
+2, so that's a 9. So, also, 1 with a raise.
Okay, so Gordo, or Poinsettia Pete's now just got 1 wound.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, your wounds have been tended. Let me get my heads up shit going on here so you guys can have the appropriate amount. You should both just have 1 wound, right? State. Wounded. Control C, Control V.
1 wound now.
I'm just going to.
Is it warm enough in here we can drop the fatigue?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. I don't have to create a new one. I can just X out the ones that are there. Pete, or Gordo's not using his character.
I've been keeping track of it right on the sheet.
Yeah. Drop this guy on here. Give you a wound. Skaboosh. Remove these things. Delete. F8 on Gordon and make him the right size. And then I'll pull this Gordon back over here. Put your Gordon in his place. We have 3 minutes left, my kiddos. My sweet Christmas adventure of doom and destruction.
In that time, you make it a full section. 3 minutes.
That's all it's going to take. Oddly enough, and I do not know why. Okay, what do you guys want to do? 6, what are you doing? You've healed some people up. You're standing in this weird alien ship, looking around. You don't see any more aliens. Everybody, make me a notice check.
Notice. Okay.
I got a 10 or a 12 if it's danger.
We don't still have that insight, do we?
Okay, so wow, you hear some noise coming from back here. You see that in this room back here, from where you guys are standing, it echoes out through these stairs. These stairs lead down deeper into the ship. And there seems to be some kind of deep, dark, demonic voice emanating from the depths.
Man, it's Krampus.
That's right.
This shit was from the event horizon.
He said ride or die. 6, what are you doing?
I think we should check out this ship for clues before we go deep into that hole.
Okay. You guys, 6 anyway. You could just kind of walking around. All of the doors to these various areas are open. On this side over here, as you, let's see, where is 6? I can't see. I'm going to say that you get to the middle, right? From this direction, or from this center spot here, you can see that this room seems to be some kind of astro-navigational room. There's a weird red force field over top of the astro-navigational panel. There's smoke and sparks billowing from the front of the ship. From what you see from where you're at, it seems like this would be like the main command center. You know, all the data points of entry. There's some screens up in the front and shit like that you see. These stairs that lead up. But you do see sparks and smoke coming out of this room as if the control panel is blasted or blown up. From this room over here, you can see that there seems to be some kind of missiles right here. They're stuck up against here. You're not quite sure what it is. But, you know, a little cursory glance in there will show you that there is also like a gigantic anti-tank gun kind of a thing mounted through here that shoots through a little plasma window on the side. It's the package launcher, everybody. Check it out. Shoots fucking packages out the side. This room over here is a medical bay.
Oh, that would have been a good place to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you turn around, you're like, oh, hey, look, med bay. To the south is the engine room. That is what this place is right here. Oh, look at this. What the fuck, man? Delete that. And then this appears to go to the backside exit out the back way. So you kind of have a gist as to what's going on. Do you want to inspect any one of these rooms up close and personal?
Personally, I want to check out the med bay.
All right, so you roll into the med bay, and the med bay has all sorts of tools. There's a command control that sits right here. On the top, there's a bed in the back, and then this great big white thing that's here seems to be some kind of like robotic arms and shit like that. And there's some blood fluids and some valves and some tanks along the back here. There's some different fluids and shit like that. And then you've got your typical display of, bodies and schematics, but there doesn't appear to be any bodies or schematics on them. They just sort of have that outline like your paper doll in video games is displayed on them. And then in this little locker kit over here, you're going to find the various medicines, anti-vaccines, stuff like that, right? But this is the main control. So if you're going to loot this, you'll roll me a d6 and find that many medical supplies that you'll be able to give +2 to your healing rolls. You find some aspirin, some Tylenol, maybe, the odd painkiller kind of here. You'll find some sutures, that kind of shit. Ooh, you got a raise out of the deal?
Yeah.
I'll give you 8 things that you find in here, because there is quite a few things in here.
8 things, all right.
Yeah, but they're just little tiny things that'll give you a +2 bonus. Nothing that's going to heal a wound or any of that kind of shit, but there's sutures, there's Band-Aids, there's antiseptic.
Bonus to a heal.
Pardon me?
Bonus to a heal.
Yeah, +2 to a heal 8 times.
All right.
By using the materials. Gordo, is there a room that you would like to check out?
He's still kind of, I would say he's still disorientated right now.
Okay.
Still got the woozy, got the disorientation, so his head's all kind of cloudy at the moment. So no, he's going to try and just kind of stand there and keep himself kind of, on 4 legs without trying to trip over himself.
Yep. You lean up against the giant machine in the med bay. Pete?
Yeah.
Point set of Pete. I got to change your fucking name. Point set of Pete. Let's go back to Arnie. Arnie, what are you doing?
Well, these big sacks of loot out here. I want to check those out.
Okay, so these are empty sacks, but there's a shit ton of them. There's probably 50 sacks in each pile.
There's empty bags.
Yeah, you pull one off and you look inside it to see if there's anything in it, but they seem to be empty.
Okay.
You're good?
I guess so, unless I'm gonna craft a raft out of them or something.
Okay. Cockwalk, what are you doing?
Can I pull one off as well?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry, different game. Different game.
Porno Pete?
Let's look at the package launcher.
Okay, you walk over into this room. What you see here, these are torpedoes, but at the tip of them, where you would naturally find a bomb, there seems to be like a gift-wrapped, flamboyant package.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Saved objects. Oh, I know what it is. Gift. Looks something along the lines of this. Skaboosh.
Oh,
wrapped
very nice, yes.
to the front of it. You turn around and you see that this machine looks specifically designed to launch these gift missiles out the spaceship.
Nice. I've always wanted to funnel Gary's tip.
Mm-hmm. There's a button on there that says fucking launch. You're like, can't help yourself. And
yes,
Fire a fucking missile right out the side of the ship, man. Right, that's what you find.
Yep. Nice.
All right. Anybody else want to do a thing while we're in here? You got some ideas you want to check out? Vay?
Yes.
Okay, so essentially, what I'm getting at is we're gonna all get aboard the train. I'll play the train. Yep. The train noise is coming. You're free to look around here for some kind of advantage or do a thing, but I'm going to move you into the bottom room, and then we're going to call it because it's after 10, and we'll complete it next time.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So we can let you know what we did in the top room.
Sorry, Vay, I missed that. What were you saying?
So we'll let you know what we did in the top room, then, right?
Yeah, you're free to peek around here, do some things, check some shit out, ask some questions.
Yeah, you want to check out the navigation room, then. Okay,
so you pop over to this nav room. As you look in here, there's red lights flashing, warning signs going off. They're very subtle, but you can tell that this navigational panel that's right here is actually in lockdown mode. There's some kind of shield around it, so when you reach out to try and touch the buttons, your hand is just propelled a little bit, like you can't stick your hand in there to do anything.
If she sticks her foot.
Looks like the controls are locked out.
String tones, heartbeat. Man, I thought there'd be some cool, maybe it's in Future City. Have we got some stuff going on in Future City? Drones and electrical noises? That's kind of weak. All right, that was lame. Back to the game. Yeah, so the panel, the navigational panel is in lockdown mode.
All right, let's check the bridge.
You go up into the bridge. I'm assuming everybody goes along. Yep. You're all kind of doing your things. You'll see that there is another set of doors down, or another set of stairs that go down deeper into the ship. These
evil voices coming from it.
Oh yeah, well, I'm sure that if you stick your head there and you have a listen, I'm pretty sure that you're going to hear some sweet voices of doom. That's right. There is voices of doom.
This is a Wild Eye podcast by chance, is
it? Coming from down here. What you see when you approach this room is these big translucent or conductive looking things. They're sort of like a front scoping kind of power shield that pops up. And these big machines here, they're generators and shit like that. This area, just because you're in the future and you're kind of techie, you don't really have to think too much about it. But you can tell that this room is like a shield generating room. There is a display panel in the front so that you can see out of the front of the ship. Right now, all you're looking at is rocks and stuff like that through the view screen. But the ship isn't damaged on the inside. It's damaged, but the actual structure of the ship isn't damaged because the electrical or the shields sort of held up. It plowed into the side of the mountains. There's smoke and steam coming and sparks coming from different things because the shield just got overloaded trying to protect the structure of the ship. And this room is just kind of filled with smoke and fucking like a broken shield and shit like that doesn't seem to be working anymore, which probably you can figure out engaged the navigational panel to go on to lockdown. You don't really know, but this ship seems to be, the shields protected the ship as it crashed in here. And everything on this ship is basically in lockdown mode right now. And this is yeah, exactly. So the broken navigational panel might take you a couple hours to fix it. You think by looking at it, some of the tech and shit like that, maybe you're familiar with. Possibility to fix it. But there's evil sounds coming from down this little well as well. Gordo, where are you at? You're back in the med bay still?
Well, he'll follow the party, but like I said, his brain's still a little cloudy right now from being hit that hard. He hasn't taken a hit like that in a long, long time. So he'll kind of follow them along, but he's kind of out of it.
Excellent. All right, so enough fucking around. Let's leave.
Train to the next deck.
Yep, let's take the... Now, do you want to go down the front or do you want to go down the back? Your choice.
We always go down the back.
Oh, I was about to say the front's always better.
Oh, man. Do I need to pack this? Yeah, I will pack this. This will fuck it up. No, I don't need to pack it. I'm not going to. So we'll hit clear.
We need to get off the map.
No. Build. So you came down the back entranceway?
Yep.
Doesn't like that.
Oh.
It'll take a second to load in.
There it is.
Oh my god. These creatures, what the fuck?
Oh, it's like one of Gary's nightmares, this, isn't it?
There you
You've
go.
entered Gary's mind. Oh my god.
Listen,
What happens when Gary eats a lot of spice?
Oh, man.
oh, what's some of those Christmas gifts? I can't wait to die and be resurrected and then get
There you
the-
go. One by one, you slowly climb down into the bottom level of the ship. I'm going to say that this is just like a tube that you climb down, and you'll have to sort of pop out the back. Oh no, there's 4 little white exits, right? So the yellow part would be like the tube. Well, that doesn't make any sense because the fucking stairs are in the middle. Never mind. You all pop out the back behind this thing, right roughly in this area. One at a time, as you sort of take a step back, you get this sense of utter fear just waving right over top of you. As you look around the corner and peer into the center of this ship, you see this gigantic looking red dude. This guy looks exactly like the guy that came out of the portal. The only difference is this guy doesn't look wounded. You can tell by his face he's got a full white beard. He's got a giant red cap on, the big black boots and the red suit that he's wearing. Everything about this gigantic guy except for this weird alien creature that is sort of protruding out of his chest, and the fact that this thing is probably 20 plus feet tall. Leads you to believe that this weird looking thing is some kind of clone of the guy that came out of the pyramid. He stands in the center of this gigantic. This is like an energy field kind of barrier thing that lets you could fly a ship in through the bottom and land it, but it's on the ground. You can see the snow coming up from underneath it. That's where he's at. He's in like at the bottom of the ship. You would come in with a smaller ship and park it in here somewhere. And the tendrils and the wisps of electricity and the blue, the sort of protective sphere that the force field. He stands on it, and he's feeding off of it. And he's like, ho, 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 as he just sort of like illuminates blue and gets bigger and bigger, standing on this force field, draining the power of this ship and absorbing it into himself. He notices you guys sort of standing over the top, and he says something.
What did he say?
Sounded like Spires of the Pit, but I'm not quite sure. There's a good one in here that says something about Joyride of Death or something. And the alien life form senses your presence, and he points at his minions and he's like, attack, and we're gonna end it right there.
Noise.
Yeah.
I think we picked the wrong way to go down.
Giant alien Santa.
Pick the wrong direction. That's for sure.
Alt print screen. Check that action out. And that's your we'll finish next Sunday if you guys want, because we're not going to play in 2 weeks. 2 weeks is Boxing Day.
All right. Well, thank you.
Oh,
That fake holiday you guys got up there?
Yeah, the 19th. We'll set up the next adventure for the 19th because after that in 2 weeks is the 26th, and we'll be skipping that one. We'll finish this then. I'll give you guys some sweet Christmas present loot in the back. And yeah, it'll be a fucking sweet alien life form Santa Claus alien adventure. Very cool. The Murder Hobo RPG show is not affiliated with or endorsed by any companies mentioned on this show. Any of the products mentioned on our show or that appear on our website are the property and copyright of the respected owners. All items are used under fair use for educational and review purposes. All other items are the intellectual property of the Murder Hobo RPG show, copyright 2021, all rights reserved.